So the thing I was saying about Riley and mint salad is... Oh, wait. Is it the show now? Well, never mind.
I'm going to get blamed for that.
That's the show.
Did you see my coverage of
I did, and I had to.
You're amped up already. You came in hot for this.
No,
okay.
No. I was feeling bad after the last show
you were.
because
Me too.
I got confused.
My girlfriend was on your side. I said, "Get the fuck out of here."
No, well,
let's take a trip. To
I got a
Planned
little
Parenthood.
confused because what you didn't mention was that you had the document of all the court case stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how court works.
Okay.
You submit shit and then the court releases an opinion.
I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about you're like, oh, isn't it great that the court case is over? We're going to talk about how the court case is over. And I'm like, that's not that interesting to me.
In the court case, Eric July, it says Eric July had the police meet him, summoned him to a gas station on the outskirts of town so he could secretly tell them that it's all my fault.
Okay, so I didn't understand. I thought you were just like, oh my God, the court case got dropped, and that's all you wanted to talk about. And I'm like, well, I don't really get what I'm supposed to do with that.
That's great.
Yeah, so I was confused.
Bro, this is a major, unconstitutional law that needs to be repealed and
thankfully, and then I understood later when you're like, oh, there's all these documents, and I'm like, oh,
there's documents?
That's like interesting. Oh, fuck. But, we
had 6,000 people watching
and
that.
I'll say, obviously I've had a lot of shit in my head, and I've been very stressed out. But
it's fine. You know what the real problem is? I wasn't drinking.
You weren't drinking, but everyone's accusing you of drinking?
No, I'm all keyed up. So I'm like, arguing. But when I'm drinking, I'm like, who gives a shit?
I know it was... Look, I still think it was good... Here's the other thing,
My girlfriend said, why don't you get a relationship therapist on the show? It'll be funny. I'm like, oh, so when she's leaving, you could say, like, hey, by the way, why don't you do a 2-for-1 and me and him go in there? So like, I see that angle here.
The funny thing to me is, like, the episodes... And I'm sorry for overruling you there, like, interrupting... I am amped up. The funny thing to me is, like, even the episodes where we fight, like, I listen back and I go, that was a pretty good radio fight.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the audience is like, oh man, I can't believe it. Like, they're not going to be friends ever again. I'm like, bro, I always bring up like Howard Stern. Like, those guys would go at it, and it's like, it is part of the show. Look.
Look, it's comedy. Look, you're sitting. I know what a gold mine is.
I know.
This, bro, we could talk about this and then do a bonus episode breaking it down. I mean, this is what
maybe we should, because we're overdue
used to be famous for one thing.
Yes,
breaking down legal documents before he was famous for
and let me be
things.
clear: what happened with Riley is funny.
Don't even use his name.
That is funny. Okay, my problem was it seemed like in my head, it's like, oh, the court case got dropped. I'm like, well, that's not that funny. I knew that was going to happen. It's the documents.
You've never been sued like
the documents.
Me. I've been through this legal process, and I can tell you, it's always funny.
I agree, and I was confused. I was like, what are we going to talk about? The court case got dropped. I should have just let you probably
Statements
lead
from
me
cops,
in.
Fucking goofball shit.
I think I fucked up a little bit.
He said my name twice. Eric said my name twice.
I know, and that's what
What a bitch.
Yeah.
Finally.
So in my head, I was like, I don't know what to talk about. Like, that was, if you notice on the show, I'm stumped. I'm like, I don't know what to say. The court case got dropped. I didn't realize there's like a wealth of material to go over.
Honestly, if you just like, sometimes, I don't know, if you just hate those guys, whatever, and I'm like,
I still don't.
Look, I'm not going to be told to not do something that I know is funny.
I know,
I'm like,
I know. Next time, I will try to figure out what's going on. But I was like, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. I still think it was funny.
Can talk about trans shit, 5,000 times in a row.
Yes.
I'm sure we could figure out a new
I absolutely agree it's funny. I will say it was equally funny for me to lose my mind and scream about certain interpersonal dramas I've been having, but it was a different kind of fun. Anyway, guys, this is our Christmas show, kind of.
Yeah.
It's right before Christmas. Is everything working out?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I got to figure out this audio was all fucked up on my show.
While you were peeking?
Yeah. So tell me if I'm peeking. Anybody today? It doesn't sound like it. But text me. If you don't have my number, then I don't trust you anyway. So, all right, let's go.
Let's do a show. I wish we had a Christmas version of this with like little bells.
Oh, yeah.
Biggest
Never quite as good as you think it
problem in the universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe. It's the only show that ranks every problem in the universe, from people who make too much noise to YouTubers making stuffed toys. Pretty good. From mass-produced toy and more toy stuff. From pretentious cops to stuffed Funko Pop. Okay, that's I'm your host, Nick Masterson. Joining me as always is Vito.
Plushies, huh?
Voted down.
I mean, let's be clear.
You got 62
here.
Customers right there for you.
That's a lot of guys who want some. What do you mean? I got 62.
62 downvotes.
Well, yeah, they like plushies. Everybody likes plushies.
Right. Yeah.
And it was pretty funny that after the show, I go and I give your dog a delightful stuffed toy, and that dog's loving it.
Yeah,
now,
it's a dog.
Yeah, I know,
it's not for
humans. But I'm just saying.
Humans have bonds.
I did. I was tooling around a little bit. I know there's, I got this idea for a character.
Okay.
Have you seen this?
I know. I mean, I don't know.
He's a character. He's like a fun little cartoon guy. He's got like a little face, and he's all mad, and he's got this hair.
Yeah.
And did you see the image I drew of that guy?
I know.
You want to go to my Twitter real quick? Take a look. I'm calling him Rick Bastardson, I think, would be this character. And he's just a fun little goofy Gus, just having fun. And what could be really fun about this, here I can get us to it, is that there'd be like a little that would be fun, right? And what we could do is
it looks kind of familiar.
How do we switch over here?
Here, I'll switch it. Yeah, right here, and then it's like one of these always fucks up there.
Look at that little guy. Now imagine that as a tiny little huggable, plushable.
Why do you keep saying tiny?
Oh, I mean, because it's not huge.
Why is the forehead like a light bulb? What is that?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? What do you mean?
That's the character. It's a character that I've invented.
Where does the eyes are like 3/4 down on the fucking head?
Well, some people said that they didn't like that one as much. They liked this version a little better.
That's the same fucking one.
Well, the eyes, the face is a little more scrunched in.
I think
like a
the head is a little
guy.
for this character based on nothing. Coincidence.
Yeah. Well, we can always...
I better trademark that slogan real quick.
I don't know.
So you're selling this? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, I got a quote.
What's the quote?
From my supplier.
I know what a quote is.
I'm not going to tell you what the quote is.
Why would you not tell me what the quote is?
Because I'm not Eric July. I don't go and tell you what I paid for the fucking comic book.
Anybody could go email the supplier and ask what the fucking quote is.
They don't know who it is. They don't know who it is.
They're all the same.
It's different depending on which doll. If the doll's more complex.
How much is this, $11?
Maybe. Point is, I mean, that's not the retail price, obviously.
Oh, yeah, the retail price is $100
because
only fucking stupid retards with too much money would buy this crap.
I know. And we got a lot of those in our audience, so it's possible, we're going to push forward with a production of these. We'll see.
And this is your creation, obviously.
Yeah. I mean,
what is the name?
It's all me. Rick Bastardson.
What are the file names? If I subpoena the file names that exist on your computer right now, what's the title of the file name?
I don't know. It could be anything.
You don't know? You better...
All I'm saying is it would be an excellent companion to the Vito plush, which is on its way. So, might be something.
I mean, I really
future.
am upset by this. Like, I don't want it. I don't want people buying it.
Well,
I hate it.
What can you do?
I especially hate how the thing's all crappy looking, the T-shirt.
Well, the T-shirt could be anything. We could put anything on there.
Like
I mean, this is a legally protected parody character of a public figure.
I have autism. Go fuck yourself. That one.
Couldn't I make like? Now I'm like, hey, I could make parodies of. I could make my own Bo Black's plush. Everybody wants to make fun of Bo. Apparently, Bo Black's released more of his plush toys, and everyone's dunking on him for only selling like 20 of them.
Good.
Like Bo Black's.
Good.
No one
good
wanted the Bo Black's plush. We got it as a goof one time.
Yeah. No one wants any of these goddamn plushies.
Well, we'll see. Who knows what'll happen. So if you guys like plushies, don't forget to vote it down.
I was lying. I saw that in the Discord. I saw you post that, and I said, "Fuck, I'm upset."
Was the forehead?
I saw it right away. I said
too much.
I said, no, just that it exists. And I'm like, I hate that thing. I hate it.
It's pretty cool, I think. It'd be fun to have. And imagine you give one to your dog. Now that's fun.
I don't want my dog eating this asbestos Chinese.
The asbestos
filler.
is what makes it so soft. Anyway.
Being loud in a non-loud area.
That's what won.
Guys, let me know if my audio's fucked up. I'm all paranoid about it now because I can't fucking hear anymore. They always just say it, though.
Seems like the chat likes the doll.
Because they're just retarded. Because they just have money that they want to burn. It's fucking dumb. That's why.
It looks
because they're a bunch of fucking they're a bunch of cat ladies, but in a man's body. They got nothing to spend their money on but trash like this.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's pretty cool.
It's fucking stupid, and the hairline's the worst part. This is not.
That's not accurate.
This is not accurate, even in a fantasy to nobody.
Well, you do have that one.
This character would not have a hairline like this. Like I see what the type of character you're going for, and the hairline would be hanging on there. It wouldn't be like this.
It could come down a little bit. Yeah.
It shouldn't make you guess where it is. It's on the top. It's been at the top for a long time. Yeah. It's thinning, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like a little kind of island thing forming.
Right.
You know, if I'm being honest. But it's still in the front.
It's still okay.
It's still in the front.
It's still okay.
That's what kind of character this is.
I'm just looking at you, and now I'm going, okay, well,
this is like a jewel hoarding. This is like a cash for gold. You know, this is like a side character in Uncut Gems, what you've made.
Well,
because of the hairline.
Yeah.
Fix it.
We could definitely
fix it or I'll sue you for looking too much like me.
No, you're just giving input on this legally distinct character.
Well, I am unless if the hairline doesn't change, I'm not.
I'll see what we can do. Guys, you know, if anybody has any please leave comments. Maybe
how much does this shit cost you?
You know.
What do you got to order, 500?
No, only I can get 100 made.
And the proceeds are going to breast cancer,
yes,
right?
They will support somebody's breast cancer. Probably mine. Look at these. Look at these here. There's probably some cancer in those.
Does Ozempic make you funny?
I wouldn't mind chopping these off. Let's put it that way. All these breast cancer ladies, they're always complaining. They're like, "Oh, I had to get my tits cut off." I'm like, "If only, if only."
Okay.
Does Ozempic make you funny?
Don't do anything with this piece of trash.
Sure, of course not. It's not like you'll come into the show one day and there's 20 of them arranged on the table.
Don't put any white in the beard either if you're doing
I'm not putting any white in the beard. Although
nobody wants that guy. They want the young
Well, they could have classic Dick bastards or Rick bastards.
You better watch it.
Rick Bastard. You know, with the glasses and the baldness. That could be fun.
There's no baldness.
No, but what you shaved head is what I meant.
Okay. Yeah. Big Z, whoever did that voted up stinger nailed it.
Did we do that?
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah. Being loud in a non-loud area.
You're the winner.
Was the winner. Cops doing you a favor, won second place.
Still got to deal with that ticket.
The ticket was for no insurance?
Yeah, I gotta.
Do you have insurance?
Yeah, I have insurance, so I just have to show it to somebody.
Feeling bad looking at disabled people. I don't know if I named that one correctly, but that's what I went with.
No, it was negative, whatever.
I mean, that's a huge problem.
It is a huge problem. Yeah, why do you can't not stare at him? That's half of why you watch Game of Thrones. You go, whoa, that guy can act. That little stubby-fingered guy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, dealing with disabled people is like a QuickTime event in real life.
Yeah.
I feel like the same sense of panic, like I'm waiting for the right thing to do, and then like, oh fuck! I said the wrong thing. Oh fuck!
You didn't press the left arrow quick enough, and you didn't look away when he made eye contact.
R3, what the hell is? Where's no! Now he's wheeling away. No, I'm sorry.
It's that one GTA mission where you have to do yoga with your wife. The worst QTA sequence I've ever experienced.
Plushies was last.
Yeah,
as I said.
Everyone loves them.
Because everyone loves them. Okay, whatever.
Little goofy guys.
Big Z, whoever did that voted up stinger nailed it. Too bad we'll never know who it was. It is too bad. Not Mark. I'll never understand certain demographics' inability to not use a speakerphone or FaceTime in public. Good show, guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Scientists will never know. Atticus Finch says, lol, Dick got super blown out.
The comments about who blew out who are always like, all right, guys, just come
blown
on.
out.
Yeah.
You don't have to put it in quotes.
Yeah.
We know that it's about being a simp for Mint. For laughing faces. He's so butthurt. I don't give a shit about any of this, he says, and he's clearly caring about it. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Wow. Mike Hawk. Vito doesn't understand the cop was doing him a favor. Yeah, you don't need to go to the courthouse. You need to send in proof of insurance, and there's no fine. Is that true?
In California, I can, mail it? I thought I had...
That's what he says.
Not like go into the courthouse. Like I don't have to get in front of a judge, but I have to go down to the fucking window.
He says you just mail it in.
The cops said go to the courthouse. So I don't know.
Cops. They never know.
I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Good point.
That's a lot cheaper than the 5 traffic tickets he could have gotten. Okay, so the cops
The cop's great. Thank you, cop.
Great. Thanks. Fellow cop.
Could also not pulled me over.
Schick says, children love Build-A-Bear. It's not for adults. That's why you two don't like it. But they obviously, adults... Like,
first of all, obviously
Disneyland
adults
is for kids too.
Also, what's the birth rate at in America? Is it going up or down?
The birth rate?
Yeah, it feels like there's less kids these days.
That's a pretty bad birth rate.
Well, I'm saying like that's less Build-A-Bears.
Is it?
You know, because that's if you're buying them for kids. If there's less kids, it's less Build-A-Bear was around in like the 90s.
Build-A-Bear is so expensive.
I feel like everybody was having. It is true.
It's got to be an adult woman thing.
There's a lot of adults doing it. All I know is I go to the playground and there's less and less kids. You know, over time, and really cut down on my people watching.
Coden Losif says, in London, you have to audition to be allowed to perform in or around stations and never inside of the carriages or on the platforms. Wow, really?
You have to audition.
That's
so
cool.
You can't suck.
Huh, that's a good idea. How they should have an audition for handing out your mixtape.
Yeah.
Like Too Pushy, next.
They still do that. I can't believe they're still handing out. It's not it's a mixed CD. They do it down at the CD. I took my mom to the pier when she was visiting, and like black guys are trying to hand her their rap CD, and I'm like, my mom is not going to listen to your fucking CD.
They don't care.
Man.
They just want money. The CDs are blank.
Yeah. Are they?
Probably.
They might be.
They just give you the CD and like, how about
well, they go,
$5?
it's free, it's free. And then they go, can I get $15? And you're like, no. There's actually a great video of a guy in an Indian like market or whatever. It's like these pushy guys who like come with tourists and they like put beads around his neck.
Yeah.
He goes, okay. And he keeps walking. The guy's like, no. Like, you give me. And he's like, you gave them to me. And the guy's like, and then the guy gets really mad. He's like, okay, you take them all. And he puts all the beads on the guy. And the guy goes, okay. And he keeps walking away. And the guy's like,
no, sir. Do not redeem it.
It's a good video.
Justin says Vito called the cops on his neighbors because of their music. Ultimate snitch.
I have no. The being loud, if you're a neighbor, I'm like so worried about being loud. I'm always asking my neighbors if I'm making too much noise. Do you remember that time we were being loud outside at your house? You were having a party.
Yeah.
We were in the backyard. Loud? We were just like all carousing and not too loud or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But like, I think the neighbor was like, hey, can you guys keep it down? I don't know exactly what they said. But then I don't know what happened. Somebody yelled, and then we heard a kid crying from his bedroom because of our yelling.
Oh, no.
And we went, oh, now I feel bad. So that was a bad neighbor situation.
Great. Yeah, well, that explains a lot. Lieutenant Surge, the toll of Sean's departure was clearly too much to bear for Richard, and he finally snapped.
Have you been talking to Sean at all?
Yeah, I talked to him about the audio this week.
Oh.
It's like, hey, it's all fucked up. And he goes, that's too bad.
Not on this show. This show's audio.
I mean, I don't know. I can't
He said that's too bad.
He's like, oh, yeah,
I'm on the way out.
Fucked.
What can I do?
Like, oh, yeah, okay. Well.
Yeah.
Official jab. Why would I have any interest or enjoyment in Eric July getting his cyberbullying lawsuit naming Dick thrown out and potentially affecting Texas law? I don't know, Jeff.
So throwing out, that is, I don't think is interesting. It's the documentation of why it was thrown out.
They document everything.
I don't know that. I don't know. There's like pictures and documents and stories.
Secret stories from the cops.
I don't know.
That Eric July never thought would get out. And he's bearing his soul to like they're a hooker.
Well, you should have led with, I have secret documents. And then I would have went, ooh.
I mean,
instead you led with, Vito can't even celebrate this big win.
I was right.
Well, I can't. Whatever. Everybody wins.
That's all the comments,
guys? We have a voted up segment, and I wanted to bring back a classic Christmas voted up tune.
Okay.
So here it is for you.
I was just an angry incel living off minimum wage, saving for an AR-15, something to unleash my rage. I thought I'd punish the whole world. I'd kill the blacks, the Jews, the gays. That's when I went and stumbled on the biggest problem YouTube page. Well, who'd have thought what made me smile was a Mexican and a pedophile? But now I'm not a cuck, and all I want is to vote it up. Vote it up now, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, vote it up. The most exciting segment that we have. Not just a glorified news segment. It's so much more.
Yeah.
Well, Dick, to get you in the Christmas
It's a glorified
spirit,
opinion segment.
It is. And we get to touch on some things that we might otherwise not get to touch on. One of which is a classic problem from bonus episode 11. I believe was the biggest problem holiday special. The first one we did. This was the problem of Christmas truthers.
Okay.
These are guys who take Christmas way too seriously. It's always, it's got to be about Jesus. There's a war on Christmas, they'll say.
Yeah.
They're taking all the religion out of Christmas. Well, it seems that Americans' views are changing on that topic.
On what, Christmas?
On the idea that there's a war on Christmas.
Yeah, we won.
Well,
we won the war.
I guess so. Like, it's kind of turned around. Like, now it is more Christmassy and more Jesus-y.
Man.
Yeah, well, Trump's in office.
The peoples are scattering.
Oh, God, they're running for the hills. It's actually crazy.
Are trying to cut their dicks off before Trump gets in there.
I have to say, of all the things about a Trump presidency, like, you guys really, got there immediately.
Did you see that law shit? Whop!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! Do it again.
That Robbie Starbuck guy, have you seen him? Who's going to, he's like one of these, activist guys who's going to every company and he's going, yeah, I'm going to do a big expose on all your DEI bullshit unless you change it right now. And they go, we're going to change it right now.
It's changed. Yeah.
He's already
that was a joke. We don't know.
He's the guy who got Walmart to change. He got Home Depot to change. They're getting rid of all that stuff. Point is, Dick, the number of Americans who agree there is a war on Christmas has fallen since 2022 from 39% of Americans who said there was a war on Christmas down to just 23%.
Oh.
Among Republicans, 36% currently believe there's a war on Christmas, down from 60%. So even among Republicans, it's down. More than 1 in 3 thinks there's a war on Christmas. They kind of have to say that, right? It's like part of the platform.
Yeah,
it's the platform of Santa. Why do you think it's red?
They're like the guys in the Japanese soldiers.
Yes, they'll keep fighting forever.
On Christmas in Nebraska somewhere.
So today, 46% of Americans disagree there's a war on Christmas. Let's see. Among party lines, 61% of Democrats disagree and 33% of Republicans disagree. But here's some other exciting Santa-related facts from this poll.
Maybe Trump just took all the Santa hatred because he looks like Santa.
Yeah. Now it's all focused on him.
Yeah.
So the Democrats are leaving us. The liberals are leaving Santas alone.
Yeah.
We're not making them black as much as we used to. You're going to have a couple black Santas, but not nearly as many. And definitely the drag Santa we had planned. We had a great drag Santa planned.
God.
We were going to do the whole thing, Coca-Cola. We scrapped it. We scrapped it. I talked to my guys. They said no more trans Santa. Now, Dick, what political party do you think Santa would belong to?
God. The National Socialist Party?
I mean, he gives presents away. He should be a fucking socialist. Anarchist, almost.
The South Pole, so.
Well, of Americans, 30% believe Santa would be an independent, and 21% say he would support the Republican Party, 21% say he would support the Democratic Party. So it's evenly split. Can you believe it? Now, here's another one.
Why? Based on what?
I don't know. None of this matters. Just stupid stats. How long, Dick, do you say, what is the age at which a child should no longer believe in Santa Claus? Like, what point do you tell your kid it's all a goof?
You got to wait for them to figure it out. But if they haven't figured it out by they're like 9, then they're probably retarded.
You're pretty much on it. 13% say 10 years is too old for a child to believe in Santa.
10?
10 they say is too old.
Okay.
So that would make 9 the correct one.
Yeah.
23%.
Yeah, because they're getting into like sex ed at like 11. You don't want to go from like believing in Santa to like knowing of what a vagina is.
Well, when the teacher's like, and here's how to put on a condom, they go, how does Christmas magic figure into that?
Yeah, what's the... So the fallopian tubes.
Yeah, the fallopian
tubes.
Where
the Christmas magic?
How are reindeer made that can fly?
Question.
Is that special reindeer sperm? Or, yeah, you kind of want to shut
Santa know
that
about
down.
this?
23% say the minimum age for a child to believe in Santa is 9 or younger, and 24% think children are never too old to believe in Santa, which is incorrect.
I hate that shit.
That's wrong. Yeah, why? So many movies. It's always weird in the movies where they have to have an explanation for why adults don't believe in Santa. Like that always bothered me in like the
something happened.
Yeah, like
in Gremlins.
The reason he doesn't believe in Santa is because as a kid, I think it was the Santa Claus that he didn't get his like hot dog whistle, like the whatever wiener whistle.
But those movies are for kids, right?
Yeah, but it's
so they have to have a reason. Like they can't just say because I'm not a dumb kid.
But it's also confusing because but it makes kids aware that there are adults who don't believe in Santa. But that's logically.
No, it's introducing the concept so they can explain. Look, this guy doesn't believe in Santa.
This guy doesn't believe in Santa.
That's crazy. It's so weird among adults that he has to have a whole cockamamie reason for it.
But if you're a kid, like,
yeah.
Like, how could someone not believe in Santa in the universe in which presents just appear under the tree?
Because they're a dick. I mean, that's why they have the big explanation.
But it would make more sense if Tim Allen goes, like, the Jews are doing it to fuck with us. You know, like if you had like an actual conspiracy theory.
The Jews are not going to allow that in a movie.
Well, okay, you're right.
The Romans.
The Romans,
did it. Yeah.
It's a fucking terrorist plot. They're giving us presents to
yeah.
But that's never the explanation. Anyway, guys, that's Christmas Truthers, currently number 405. Why don't you
so they're not a problem. They are a problem anymore, or they're not a problem
It's
anymore?
becoming less of a problem. Less people are worried about the war on Christmas.
Okay. I swear my audio sounds fucked up. I'm going to text my girlfriend and ask her.
Well, if anybody in the chat thinks the audio sounds bad, please tell us. But I don't think. It sounds good in my headphones, I'll tell you that.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't get crazy at the top and no, that was fine.
I don't think you're peaking at all. Tell us if Dick's peaking.
Like that.
No, I don't hear any peaking.
Okay.
Maybe. But again, I'm bad at audio, so tell us in the chat. Dick, I got one more problem for you.
Okay.
From episode 71, this is the problem of the desexification of media. This is, of course, when our media no longer... They say Dick's audio is great.
Audio's great, okay.
There we go. That's when our media no longer features...
Care I trust.
Sexy women, you know, they're taking it away.
Yeah, they put Sydney Sweeney in there. He looks like a Down syndrome Cabbage Patch doll.
Wait, where'd they put Sydney Sweeney in?
Everything.
Oh, that's true.
Look at this hot bitch. I'm like, oh yeah? Does she have any pictures where there's not a picture, where there's not like clothes around her?
She's got like an Elliot
love
Page
handles?
kind of build to her, huh?
Elliot Page and like a stretchy funhouse mirror that's fat.
Sure. Well, here's the thing, Dick. Not only are they taking away our sexy movies and video games or whatever, they're trying to prevent the end user from, with strong suggestion, from re-sexifying them.
Oh, like with mods?
Yeah, that's correct.
Just in your imagination?
Well, Dick, as we earlier this year, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth came out. I've been playing it, and in my head, I keep going, well, I can't wait till it comes. Yeah, well, but not yet though, because I'm like, well, I can't wait till it comes out on PC, because then I can make her tits the size of a fucking
her.
Yeah, exactly. Make it the size of everything.
Yeah. Okay.
But fans have the game is now coming to PC on January 23rd. But fans have been warned to keep things rated T for teen, with the game's director, Naoki Hamaguchi, you would hope it's T for tits, asking fans to not make inappropriate mods. He's begging the community.
About? No, that's a way for him to bring it up without without
I'm wondering if there's like a little something where he's
guys, whatever you do, it's coming after the PC, and that means you can give Tifa a big old honking.
If you go into config.txt,
don't do that.
You can adjust the tit size. You know, it's at 800. You could make it 2400, but don't do it.
We put it in there so you can't do it.
Right.
So you'd know, that
we want to make sure you don't do it. He says, well, the team has no plans for official in-game mod support. We respect the creativity of the modding community and welcome their creations. That sounds like a hint.
But please don't give her big old honking cans.
We are asking modders not to create or install anything offensive or
They gotta put tits on everything. I've seen I'm bored of like the mods with just like, it's huge tits and they're not wearing anything. Like I want tits on the sword. I want tits on like the machines in Shinra. I want tits on the planet. I want the Knights of the Round Table all have huge tits. Sephiroth,
dude, I want the summons, the giant summon beast, just like a huge titty lady just squirting tit milk on everybody.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, because I don't want her shooting fire. I want her peeing on everybody.
I see.
Yeah, it's all her whatever. She can do anything.
You were Mr. Anti-Pee last week.
I support peeing. It's an interesting way of making money.
That's the funniest thing about your insults. Like, wait, you like all that stuff. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true. What was I going to say?
A materia tit system.
Materia should be tits. Absolutely.
Obvious.
I've seen Capcom, though, has really been trying to lock it down because Resident Evil 2, and I've brought this up, was like the first game where the modding community just went fucking nuts.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to go on Pornhub and just look up these mods. They're wild. You're
of Resident Evil.
Yeah, well, because they'll make the girl Resident Evil 2 is the one where you can play as the girl or whatever,
and the guy.
Yeah, but you don't play as the guy. Well, you got to play through the girls' campaign.
That's when you could save the machine gun in the box and then fuck yourself over. I hate that mechanic so much. Have we done that? Hoarding all the weapons until the end of the game?
No, I don't know if we have.
That game was the worst at hoarding weapons,
Fantasy VII.
Man.
Actually, our Final Fantasy episode, we probably talked about that.
Resident Evil 2 and Tomb Raider.
Yeah, having to hoard all your bullets so you don't run out. I ran out of bullets in the first Resident Evil. You got to see these mods, though, where she's in like a bondage outfit with her arms tied behind her back and a ball gag in her mouth, and you go, well, how's she holding the rifle then, man? How's she talking in these cutscenes? How is she
holding the rifle?
I think it's just like floating like in front of her tits.
Makes sense.
So she's a girl with her arms tied behind her back going, and you're like, fuck it. It's pretty funny.
Would that, I don't know, would that fuck with your brain?
What?
Is that
seeing
good?
that?
Yeah.
Well,
is that good behavior?
You have to do that on purpose. It's just wild. And you can do it, and you can change Mr. whatever his name is, Mr. X, you can change him into Shrek. So there's a bondage lady being chased by Shrek down a hallway, and you're like,
I don't like
that.
This
is the best video game
like
ever.
Too close to Simpsons porn. Shrek's gonna rape me? And then I'm imagining that Hulk look thing, with the porn gif.
The modders are going nuts. The modders are having a lot. Honestly, the biggest tragedy for me of YouTube is like, this stuff is hilarious to me, and I would love to make like YouTube videos about the way people are modding these things to be like disgustingly sexual. But he can't do it because like you really can't make any humorous sexual content on YouTube because they'll demonetize it,
I got whacked
or just ban your whole channel.
Guy.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Yeah.
So that really
dangerous.
That sucks. But what doesn't suck is modding Tifa's titties. Guys, the desexification of media currently number 98 with 491 upvotes.
That's pretty good.
Why don't you?
Top 100 problem in the universe.
Top 100. Gotta vote it up.
I was just an angry incel living off minimum wage, saving for an AR-15, something to unleash my rage. I thought I'd punish the whole world. I'd kill the blacks, the Jews,
you don't
the
seem
gays.
To like that
That's when I went and stumbled.
He's a radical that we de-radicalize with our humor. That's a good message for Christmas.
Who'd have thought what made me smile was a Mexican and a pedophile? But now I'm not a cock, and all I want is to
changing lives. This show changes lives, Dick.
You gotta make more of these, man.
I want to.
If you get back over 10,000, you gotta make more of these.
I want to make more, and I keep trying to tell you I want to do this song, and I sent you the lyrics.
I know, but see, the problem is you can't do one song. You got to do a bunch because you got to get locked in. And, work on it. But
listen to the thing I sent you because it's got this good.
It's a cover though, right?
No.
I thought you. Oh, so when you said Stacy's mom.
I said I want it to be like Stacy's mom. It's in the like same like.
I was putting like I want it to be like Stacy's mom. Like
no, I want it to be like in the same vein of like a funny pop, maybe semi-punk like sexual
now I'm interested.
Whatever song.
I thought it was a cover.
No, because that I could just do. I do it all the time on this show. I can do a fucking.
All right.
Anybody can be a parody songwriter.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a guy, Rucka Ollie. You ever see that idiot? Easy.
What happened to him?
He's still making stuff, but
still making songs. Because was he more liberal? He went with Dankula, and they were like free speech guys. Then he kind of got blown. Like,
oh wait, was he like podcasting with Dankula?
Nah, he did some kind of free speech. I don't know, gathering, and then that was it.
Okay.
He got kind of like.
Good old free speech gatherings. There was a time for that, huh? Where it's like, we're all going to get together and talk about free speech. And you're like, that sounds boring as hell.
It is.
What the fuck? What do you mean? I should be able to say the N-word on the radio. Okay, sure.
Well, you can't.
You can't.
Yeah.
Unless you're Anthony,
you can.
Unless you're Anthony Cumia and you want to lose your job.
Go be the Rosa Parks of the N-word. See how it works out for you.
Also, you guys, you don't have to keep sending me Cumia clips. I get it. Like, I'm already there. I know we joke about it on the show a lot, but you guys keep going, see what Cumia said? And I'm like, is it about black people? It is about black people. Yeah, I know.
The most amazing thing is the clips he posts, no one needed to see them.
No! And the way he talks about them is like, it's almost like becoming a boomer tier take of, oh, look at that, huh? Isn't that curious?
Well, what do you know that, black, they're black. Yeah, we know. We all know.
You can stop saying it.
You don't need to.
You don't have to say anything.
We won.
Look, they're shoplifting.
We're destroying.
We know.
We know.
No, everyone knows.
We know.
But they went into an Apple store and they took the. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. Do you think you're special?
Apple's doing it.
For
Apple's
noticing?
the reason that that's happening.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean,
it's weird. It's becoming like tiresome.
Yeah. It's becoming boomers. It's becoming like the racist uncle at the Thanksgiving table. It's like he's not racist enough. He's like, well, you know what they say about the M&F? Yeah, were you gonna say that? M&F? Here, hey, check this out. Like this is a straight. I don't know.
It's become predictable and like
quaint.
Normal. It's become quaint.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah.
It's your grandpa saying Oriental, and you, oh, grandpa, you're not supposed to say that.
They're called
Yeah.
Stop saying Oriental.
When I was killing all those zipper heads in the war, and you, oh, grandpa, you can't. I mean, that's so antiquated at this point, right?
Yeah. What does Jay remind you of?
I don't know. It doesn't remind me of anything.
Really?
I don't even know what it. I don't even know which race.
Anthony Cumia?
Was that Vietnamese? Is that Vietnamese? I don't even remember which one that is.
It's either Koreans or Vietnamese because they got it from the tanks would run them over and make their heads like that.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Very offensive.
I thought it's because they were so skilled at making clothing, you know? It's like how some guys,
I thought that too.
Some guys are sneakerheads, you know, because they love sneakers so much. These are guys who love jackets, so they're like, look at that. I'm a zipper head, man. I just love jackets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy who runs the YKK factory.
Yeah.
I joined Twitter. Look at my name.
It is funny when there's just these racial terms that are so old that you're like, I don't even know which one this refers to. I just know it's bad.
Is there a book going into all this stuff, the etymology of racist terms?
Again, this is another topic that I would love to make YouTube videos about, and I can't.
And there's no point in making it on Rumble because it's like...
No one's going to see it.
Shit, did you see the Quartering posted a video about how Andrew Tate's case was dismissed, and it's not?
Oh, really? He's just like making shit up now? Oh, wait, what do I mean now? Like he's being the Quartering?
Because they're like all Rumble guys now.
I also saw him accuse J.K. Rowling of writing a character based on him, and I'm like, I really don't think J.K. Rowling knows who you are or gives a shit, but what do I know?
Good job. Okay, right, I really don't know which one to do. Oh, man. Whew, man. Should I flip a coin?
Sure.
Let me see. All right, I'll flip a coin.
Too bad we don't have a D20. You could roll for initiative.
Roll for odds, evens. I'm going to do the war on doxing.
All right.
Nick Fuentes, someone tried to shoot him in the head with a crossbow.
It's really confusing. I was really confused when I saw that video. I went, this is the worst attempted murder I've ever seen.
You wouldn't think a murderer wait for you to answer the door.
Yeah.
You know, he already killed 3 people, drove 2 hours, and then he's waiting politely at the door,
Just
I guess, for
knocking.
the surprise factor.
Yeah.
I don't
After
know.
knowing that Nick has had people showing up at the door and clearly is not just answering his door anymore. Yeah. Why on earth? I can't remember the last time you heard about a murderer who went, Yo, Nick, get out of here, buddy.
He's doing that, like, come out to play thing.
He also saved Nick for last. So was Nick just kind of like a cherry on the sundae? Like, did he kill his family or what?
I think he killed someone else's family. He had altercations with this guy, from what I can tell.
Okay.
You know, he had many legal altercations with this gentleman, an associate of his, so he busted into... he waited in front of that guy's house.
Right.
And the woman's on Twitter going, I don't want to be a white suburban mom, but this guy's freaking me out outside.
She said that?
Yeah, she tweeted it. That was her last tweet.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Bitch, drop this white shit.
Yeah, stop with your white guilt and call the police.
Right.
Get somebody over
correct.
there. Fuck. But she didn't know who the guy was?
No, she said he was looking for her brother. I don't know. I mean, that's what I read.
But then he stormed in and killed her.
Then he killed her. Then we went to the Renaissance Fair and picked up a crossbow.
Yeah.
And then he drove on over to Nick Fuentes' house.
Why did I believe you for a second? I'm like, yep. Oh, wait, no. All right, he had a crossbow.
It's that, you know.
Yeah. All right, and then he went, but he also
had
had
an automatic weapon. He was loaded up.
He also
like
had
he
a
was
pistol, right? He had a pistol.
Yeah, he's on.
Why do you have a crossbow if you have a pistol? Like
I don't want to show it because we're going to get flagged for violence or some shit.
Show it.
He shows up and he's dicking around with his pistol on the front door.
Yeah,
at the front door, waiting for Nick to open it.
But that, like, at that point, I'm going, well, if you're there to kill the guy, why are you not, like, breaking through the window? Yeah, like, kick down the door. Now, I'm not saying actually do it, but
shoot the door thing
Well, you just stand there
How many times in your life have you wanted to see if you could really shoot the door out and just go in? Constantly.
See if there's any oil barrels on his property that you can... Drive your car up to the house and try to shoot out the gas tank. See what happens.
Idiot. The one time in your life where you could dress up like a Candygram guy.
Yeah.
Get a box.
With the flowers.
Put the gun in it. Dress up. Well, Blazing Saddles, which they couldn't make today. You know, knock. Nick Fuentes. Candygram for Nick Fuentes. Do the blackface.
I think Nick might have fallen for a Candygram. I would obviously fall for a Candygram. If Riley shows up at my house with a Candygram, I'm fucked. Okay? It's over. He can do anything he wants at that point.
You're telling me you had 2 hours to plan this hit, to plan this murder that you know is going to be worldwide famous, and you're going to be, like, let's be honest, you're going to be celebrated by the left and the right for the rest of your life. 3 hours to think of it, and you couldn't think of anything better than knock, hey, Nick. It's just a lack of creativity.
The one thing I will say for this guy is I do appreciate the instinct of, well, I already killed some people.
I better.
Who else can I kill while I'm, like, going? You know? Like, How do I keep going with this? Where are you, like, what's you know?
Yeah, that's not worse. They can't give me the electric chair twice.
Like, I'm not going to get double life in prison and, like, you know.
I'm going to kill some assholes while I'm at it.
You know what? I'm going to this guy's. I don't like this guy on the internet. Like, whatever. Like, I kind of appreciate that instinct.
Me too.
Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I get it. And these
yeah.
guys are coming out like, why would he do this? Like, well, because that's like the closest.
Because that's the free one. He already got a couple, and he's like, I'll take a freebie.
He got up in his emotions, and now he's trying to do something for the community.
You know, like, what else are you going to do while you're waiting around to have the cop shoot 1,000,000 holes in you? Might as well go after a couple other people. Fuck it.
I wouldn't bring the crossbow, though.
No, I don't agree with that.
Just guns, probably.
More, yeah, especially in America. I think if you're using a crossbow, it's like, what do you do? Come on. This is the one place where
you telling me you could shoot someone with a crossbow to kill them? I don't think so.
You're in the one country where mass murder.
You probably drove by 6 gun shops.
Yeah. You could have went into, and again, you're already on your rampage. Go to the fucking pawn shop. You know, fucking Terminator a guy.
Nah,
I want plasma rifle with laser sighting.
The risk to reward, the risk of embarrassment to reward of robbing a pawn shop.
That's true.
Is way too high.
Every time I see one of those videos of a guy trying to rob a pawn shop or a gun store, you go, man, there's a lot of other places you could have done
Everybody
this.
in that store has a gun and they want to kill you.
Again, Arnold just made it look so easy in the movie. The guy hands him the shotgun. He's putting the
in the 80s,
he puts the shells in, and the guy goes, "Well, you can't do that." Wrong.
So he then he goes to the Nick's neighbor and he kills his dogs. And
at that point, see that's the point where you
messed it up.
Yeah, come on, now you're pathetic.
And then he unloaded on the neighbor like Pulp Fiction, like pop, 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 pop. Like the guy, I watched interview the guy. He's like, yeah, I don't know how I didn't get hit. He like, just totally fucking
he did the fucking cartoon outline, the Looney Tunes outline.
And the response that I see about this from people, not the retards who say like Nick's faking it, not the people who've like
that was a lot of people's first reaction. Null definitely thought it was. He tweeted it from the Kiwi Farms account officially.
Yeah. How's that lawsuit going, buddy? Isn't that another fundraiser?
Okay.
So the overwhelming response I see is that we got to do something about this doxing problem.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. The problem here was knowing where he lived?
The problem was that he lives in a house. He should live in a
dimension.
He
should
do you
live
want?
in a pocket dimension that you can't. What do you mean What do you mean the problem is you can know where someone lives with your eyeballs.
Right.
You can see with your eyes and then say it. That shouldn't be illegal under someone's location on the earth isn't private data. If they exist. This isn't fucking Heisenberg's law where you get to exist in quantum superpositions on the planet. You are right there.
Dick, I was driving around and I saw Danny DeVito walk into his house.
Illegal.
You can't say that. Oh, you can't say you saw a guy go into his house.
And then I'm like, this is like hate speech or hate crimes for the right. Because hate crime is, well, I killed that guy. Like, did you kill him because he's black? Like,
it is hate crime.
I mean, I guess. Like, okay, so the intent of you killing him because he's black makes this a different crime, which is retarded.
Right.
He's still dead. Saying where somebody is, like, oh yeah, because I love him so much. So I was saying, yeah, I saw him at Porto's. Like,
right.
I hate that guy. So I saw him like, oh,
I hate that guy,
so
and this is where I saw him.
You're going to jail.
Right.
Like, what?
Yeah, that's
retarded, man.
Like, it's always weird. And again, it's like, guys, this is what I'm so tired of is guys who go, I'm such a free speech warrior. And then I go, but you don't understand it at all. Like, not even slightly. Where you're like, well, obviously it should be illegal to give Nick Fuentes his address. And it's like, he's a public figure. Like, if somebody wants to go to his house and like...
Even if you're not a public figure, you exist.
Yeah.
What do you mean I can't...
Yeah, regardless, you exist.
What do I have to think about before I say, oh, yeah, I saw that guy at Kmart?
Yeah.
Like,
you can't say that.
What do you mean?
Oh,
I hate him.
He works at Kmart. Oh, you just gave his address now. Now we know where we can find him. That's doxing.
Fucking retarded.
Yeah, it's really like inexplicable to me that I'm like, I hate when people like have a thing and you go, okay, just explain to me how you would write the law.
Right.
What would the law say specifically?
Yeah, and
you can't give someone's address.
What do you think it would stop?
Yeah.
Because your whole deal on the right is like everything the government makes illegal doesn't work. You make guns illegal, doesn't stop guns. You make drugs illegal, makes the problem worse. Let's make doxing illegal. Like, what do you think that's going to stop, man?
Yeah. The problem is
this thing of the omnibus bill is just going to get like this. Oh, yeah, we put doxing in there too now. Here's another page on top. Stupid.
People don't, and people also don't understand that there's certain problems the law is not meant to solve. Okay? Like, the law can solve certain problems.
Yeah.
But, people hating a guy so much that they want to shoot him in the head is not a thing like you can pass a law to like, well, we got to stop that guy from being mad at Nick Fuentes. It's like, I don't know, people are just going to be mad and crazy. That. Like, yeah, you can lock him up if he like makes a threat. Like if he gets so angry that he starts doing stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Like when you do like an action.
Right.
To hurt someone.
Yes.
We
have lots of ways to stop that.
Yeah. We can't do it perfectly.
Right.
But if you do something that hurts somebody, like what if I do something that does something else to hurt them? Like, kinda.
Yeah.
Not really.
And we don't always get it right, when you go, well, that guy burned out on a pride crosswalk. That hurts every gay person. You go, maybe just don't paint the crosswalk a fucking rainbow. Like, maybe, what's the point of that?
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. I use this example only because I saw it today. Dave Smith, like libertarian wunderkind, right?
Very
All
smart.
libertarian, super
Smartest
libertarian.
guy.
And he always annoys me because he doesn't like walk the walk. This shit is crazy. There should be serious consequences for doxing, and the people who show up to the doxed. Serious consequences for doxing.
Mm. And if you show up to the address, you should get jail time. By showing up. And then
jail time, bro. Who's gonna fucking enforce that? Like, if you show up to somebody's house and they mace you, it seems like the problem. It seems like you fixed the problem. without needing the government to do it.
Again, these guys don't think it through, okay? Think about this. All these guys love these videos where Alex Rosen goes to a pedophile's house and knocks on the door and says, "You're a pedophile. Let's talk about it."
Yeah.
And you want to make that illegal because his address has been doxed and you're showing up without permission.
Yeah.
You want to make it illegal to fuck with a pedophile.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they go, "Oh, well, I'd write the law so you could still do it to pedophiles." You go, "Well, now the law, you're going to make all these exceptions. It's not going to, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
It just makes no sense.
Yeah.
You like doxing when it's against, like, bad guys.
Everybody likes doxing even when it's celebrities. There's a whole fucking industry. Dude, yeah, cool. That's Jax Black's house. Wow. Yeah, awesome. I love that guy.
How often do we see, like, the news shows up because, like, there's, like, a criminal or a fucked up guy and they knock on his door and they go, "Hey, do you want to comment on this fucked up thing you did?"
Did you see them go to Luigi the Savior's
Talk
school?
to his parents? Oh, the school.
They went to the school, his elementary school.
What the fuck? Why?
Because they're the news. And this guy, this like parent didn't like that they were going around this elementary school. Yeah. So he got a leaf blower and just stood behind the reporter doing his leaf blower.
That's pretty good. That's pretty great. I like that a lot. Did you ever see that politician who was giving a speech and a guy just keeps going, "Boo! Boo!" And the guy cannot finish his speech?
Well, that's the anti-doxing shit. I mean, I hope Nick sues multiple people sues them just to hurt them.
Well, he has grounds against anyone who said, "Hey, you know, he lives here." Okay, if you say like, "Hey, he lives here," would be a shame if someone went and shot him.
Yeah.
Like now you have a case because it's like, well, you kind of are suggesting violence.
So fuck it, but don't get the cops involved.
Yeah.
Do not get the cops involved in any of this shit. They can't handle it. They're gonna show up. They're gonna show up and kill more people's dogs.
Well, they're gonna show up. They'll just start shooting. They're just waiting for an excuse. Great problem, Dick.
The war on doxing.
The war on doxing.
The white page. These people don't know about the white pages. You know.
They don't know.
Used to be.
They don't know.
Stupid.
Although, you know, I think nobody gets the white pages anymore. I haven't seen a white. You can go online.
No, they don't exist anymore.
They don't exist. No, the printed ones, I think, are gone.
Yeah.
All right, Dick. Well, we were just talking about school. This is another school-related problem.
Okay.
Now, we all had our favorite teachers in school, of course, but some of our teachers were not our favorites because they were creeps. Okay. Now, I think we've talked about this a little bit before, but I wanted to make an official problem on the board because I had some stories of my own to share. This is the problem of touchy teachers. These are teachers who you just want to send your kid to school, you know, because you have to. You're forced to,
right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You're forced to send your kid to school.
Oh yeah.
And then you go, well, hopefully the teachers will teach my kids.
Hopefully no one rapes them.
Yeah, hopefully no one rapes them. It's the first thing you think. And then they get raped, and you go, well.
And then you hope that they keep all the liberal shit at a minimum.
Yeah,
but
they can't do that at all. We got to get those. There's a lot of the pride flags going on. Well, Dick, a report from the Center. Let me give a couple stats. A report from the Center for Public Integrity found that between 2008 and 2018, nearly 3,000 educators were investigated or charged with sexual abuse. Again, these are just the ones who are actually investigated.
Wait, how many? 3,000?
3,000 in a 10-year period.
Huh.
But that's just the ones that were investigated. Because a lot of these guys
By the cops?
By the cops, yeah. So actually were reported and faced allegations. So perhaps criminal allegations.
Okay.
Interestingly, the highest ranking state for sexual assault, you want to give a guess? You're not going to get
Washington or Oregon?
Washington's in the top 4. Wow.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because they got a lot of sex criminals up there, man. I don't know. Yeah, they do. They do.
Number 1 was Georgia by a long, like...
by a long
per
shot?
1,000... No, but like, they're ahead of the pack. Per 1,000 students, they have a rate of 1.09. For every 1,000 students, one of them will be sexually assaulted.
Wow.
And the next closest one is Hawaii at 0.78. So I guess down in Georgia, they're just like, it's a kid. You touch him a little bit. What are you going to do?
That's weird.
It is weird. It's just like Georgia. Then it's Georgia, Hawaii, Maryland, Washington. California's not on here despite all our like gay
Washington,
bullshit.
The state.
Washington, the state, yes.
Okay. It's kind of all over the place.
California's not in the top 10, even though we're making all the kids gay. So what does that say? I don't know.
Because they're just raping them ideologically.
Interestingly, though, they also track separately the highest ranking states for actual rape, not just or attempted rape, not just sexual assault.
Okay.
Top state there is Missouri. So I don't know what's going on there. Followed by Kansas. And then number 3, my home state of Massachusetts.
Oh.
And, well, I have a couple stories about that.
Okay.
Now,
You're a teacher?
I've mentioned I think I've mentioned this on the show before, but my school had a number of incidents that I want to talk about.
Okay.
Okay. The first was, I don't remember this teacher's name, but this definitely happened. There was a teacher. It was a female teacher.
Ooh.
Okay.
Was she hot?
I don't remember. I didn't have her.
Okay, so no.
Probably not.
Yeah, you would know.
But, well, she fell in love with a 15-year-old student. They actually moved to Vermont and eloped. Okay?
That's the rape.
That's the rape.
That's the rape.
That's he got locked into a relationship with an older woman at 15. That's a bad one. Now, here's one I got a little more details on.
Wow.
And this was
eloped?
Yeah, this was
where?
Vermont, like a cabin in the middle of nowhere, just so they could keep fucking it out, I guess.
And they got married?
Yeah, they got like actually married. I think she might have had to wait till he was like a little. I don't know what the age of marriage is in Vermont. You might be able to get married at like 16. Probably.
Too low. They got to change the age of consent for marriage to like 65.
That would be good. Yeah. That would be helpful. Now, we also had, and I didn't have this teacher. I was very lucky that I didn't have. A lot of this stuff happened, and I just got to hear about it and read the news articles. This one was actually in the news.
Okay.
We had a science teacher named Mr. Gurney. Okay? And everybody said, Mr. Gurney. It's so weird. The kids and the students alike were like, Mr. Gurney's kind of a creep. Huh?
Yeah.
And like, you can just have it. This was like, I don't know, like 20 years ago, your teacher could just be a creep, and everybody knew about it, and it was
they're
fine.
Still a creep, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all over.
Well, here's the thing.
And they're sending like squads they send like activity squads into schools to do shit.
Really?
They're full of fucking creeps.
There's a lot of creeps.
You really got to be on guard for that shit.
Well, everybody would notice that the female students in class, he would like hover over them when they were working and be like, yeah, that's some good math there, you know, kind of like draping over them. And so the goof in high school was, and this guy had been teaching, he was like an old guy, had been teaching for 30 years. So this was a goof that had been handed down. Like parents of kids were like, oh yeah, we used to do that to Mr. Gurney all the time.
Yeah.
Was to take a bunch of chalk and rub it on the edge of the desk, because when he was talking to female students, he would just be banging his crotch against the desk and rubbing against it, and he would always have a big chalk stain on his crotch. And this was something that, again, parents would be like, yeah, hey, you want to get Mr. Gurney good? You want to get him?
Yeah, get him.
Rub chalk on the desk, because that horny old man will rub his shit against it.
Yeah.
Gurney, who worked as a coach and a referee as well as teaching science for 22 years in Amherst, was arrested during a federal investigation of child pornography called Operation Watchdog.
What?
Police found 573 images and 85 movies at his apartment featuring.
That's it?
Featuring. Well,
usually they have like terabytes.
Well, the thing is, he wasn't downloading it. This was back like
he was making it himself.
No. Maybe, I don't know. He was going on websites and accessing it, so he might not have been downloading it. But they say he had been doing it.
I mean, that's the one kind of porn that you should download if you.
I'm not saying
you can't
anything
find
about
it
that.
again. I mean, how are you going to find it again?
I don't know,
right?
and I don't want to know. But they said as recently as the same day they arrested him, he was still accessing that website. Like, how much does it suck that not only are you looking at child porn, but you can't go, that was like. Again, like, what's his name said? That guy from The Who, or what was it, Pete Townsend? You can't be like, I was just doing research. I was just doing research.
Yeah.
It's like you were doing research every day for the past month. So that was how Mr. Gurney got brought down.
How are there not more, like, honeypots for that? Like, how hard is it to make a fake child
whatever
porn
website?
I guess that'd be entrapment. Like, is that legal for them to do?
I think probably.
It's hard to make one real one. It's easy to make millions of.
I think part of the
ones.
problem is that I think the FBI, you're not allowed to like post that stuff even if you are the FBI.
So they're allowed to like do fake kidnapping plots.
I think like Google has to like look, because Google will like scan like anything that gets uploaded to Google Drive to try and find it.
Yeah.
But I think they have to have it on like an encrypted drive that no human being has access to. That the computer, I don't fucking know. So like that way, there's no one ever has to see it. It's just like
I'm just saying, like, why don't they make a bunch of bogus sites?
But when you sign up, it goes, haha, you're a pedophile.
It puts Lemon Party on it.
I don't think you can put a guy in jail for that.
Just dox him.
Ha, you're a pedophile. I got you. There's no child porn here. I don't think that would hold up in court. I think you actually have to access the point is, like,
there's so many of them to get through that the pedophiles could never get to real child porn. Yeah. Because they're just endlessly going like, oh, shoot, back, click. Oh, shoot, back, click. Oh, shoot, right?
And that's when you run in while they're in the middle of refreshing the page. All right, now here's the one. This is the big one, and this is why I wanted to talk about this. And I've mentioned this before, but I have a little more details this time.
Okay.
So, back when I was in high school, I think I was a freshman. I might have been in middle school. I might have been in middle school and it was happening to the high school.
Ooh, you're getting younger.
I think I was 1 year away from high school.
And tight.
So I got away. I did not have this guy as my principal.
Okay.
He left the year I entered. His name was Steve Myers, or Stephen Myers.
Okay.
And I lived in a very liberal town, Amherst, Massachusetts. And they loved this guy because he was a weird, like, kind of California hippie guy, you know? And, you know, he was, like, fun and loose and, you know, hanging out or whatever. And they're like, this guy's cool and he's down to earth and, you know, he really connects with the kids.
Oh, and his dick.
Well, he, for some reason, there was a kid and he invited him over his house he said, hey, I got a hot tub. Why don't you come over and we'll hang out in the hot tub? And then apparently,
grill some wieners.
Well,
steam some wieners.
Here's what's interesting is I don't think the kid was sexually assaulted, but he was like, hey, you know, why are you wearing a shirt in the hot tub? And the kid's like, well, you know, I'm a little uncomfortable about my body.
He goes, Mexican.
Hey, take that shirt off. Let's see those nips. You know, and the kid's like, okay.
You got ghost
he deliberately asked. He's like, let me see your nipples. I think the kid might have said, oh, you know, I chafe or something. He's like, let me take a look at those bad boys. And everybody was like, somehow it came out, like, I think that kid was like, yeah, Mr. Myers had me come over his house. I was in his hot tub, and he asked to see my nipples. And thankfully, someone in the...
It was already bad with the hot tub. It didn't need to get into the nipples.
I was actually kind of... It's actually kind of good that the school district went, well, that's strange. Like, that's not good.
Yeah.
It's not, like, specifically pedophilia,
like, it's not,
but...
Is it Chuck Penis?
Right.
Is it that guy?
It's not the Chuck Penis guy. No, it's our cool new principal. And you're like, okay. So they're like, well, let's look into it. You know, and they looked into it. Now, when it first came out, again, this guy's kind of like a liberal hippie douche. So there was a lot of parents who were like, oh, you know, he's just that way. You know, he's fun with the kids or whatever else.
He's just like that.
He's just a free spirit. What can you do?
Yeah.
And then someone from the Santa Cruz Police Department, we don't know who, heard that this happened. And he said, I know that guy. You guys should check out this document I have. And he sent over a document that was a police interview from 1996 where Steve Myers went, yeah, I raped those two kids. Admitted in an interrogation, yeah, I molested two kids.
Did they ask him what in the hiring process?
I mean,
you haven't raped any
I don't
kids,
think you do that. I guess it's probably not part of...
No, you should definitely. That's the one place. You could do that anywhere, but that's the one place you really should do it.
The problem is that he never got criminal charges filed against him. It's like he had a file, but it wasn't like a criminal.
Have you ever raped any kids?
You got to gauge their response.
Well, I've never been arrested for... That's not what I said. Next.
Yeah, you got to get out of here. So that came out. And they fired the guy, right?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they're like, well, again, with the Santa Cruz thing or whatever, they're like, well, statute of limitations, it's more than like 10 years. We can't do anything about it. So you think that if you were like...
They can't do anything about raping kids?
No, like, dude, statute of limitations on rape used to be like a pretty firm, like 8 to 10 years. And
then they changed it for kids and women start sending celebrities to jail.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Amazing. Amazing.
That's exactly...
Amazing.
That's exactly what happened.
God fucking damn it. Oh, you guys did something to protect kids? Danny Masterson raped me. Really? Yeah. It was right at the beginning of the statute.
I don't know. Yeah, it was right. I'm still grandfathered in.
God damn it.
So,
fucking women.
As an aside to this, after the investigation, Child Protective Services, Mr. Myers had adopted a child. He had a 4-year-old child living with him.
Was he single?
I think he might have been, yeah. I don't know if he had I don't know if he was gay or whatever. He had a wife. I don't know.
No, he's a pedophile.
Well, they took the kid away, and then apparently it fucked up the kid so badly because 9 years later, the kid stabbed a guy to death in a St. Patrick's Day brawl and got 15 to 20. Yeah, he probably saw a guy, and he's like, that's my fucking adopted dad. He stabbed the guy, and he got 15 to 20 years in prison. That's just a weird aside. So, okay, you've been out.
I mean, it's not. It's like very apropos.
So here's where it gets worse. So you've just been exposed. This is the second time that you've had to leave. Actually, I think it was like the third time you had to leave a school district for being a creep. And he goes, I know what I'll do. And he changed his name to something like, I don't want to say, like Chaim Myers. And he got a job at a Jewish school molesting Jewish kids. And then he got caught again, and he went to a Christian school in Africa to molest African kids.
That should have been the move.
That
Jewish. Why don't you go molest Japanese kid? You know?
He just keeps moving around.
He's like a priest.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's crazy that like he's never been charged with anything. But here's the thing is, you know, we all remember Mr. Girl, who I also went, again, we were in the same high school. And he was in the high school.
He got molested, 100%.
He saw it going on. He was in the high school when this was happening.
Literally?
He was in the school as this was going on. Now, I've talked to Mr. Girl for many years, and I said, somebody's really got to, like, fucking expose this guy. It's crazy, this story of this guy who's been molesting kids everywhere. And then a couple, like, maybe 6 months ago, I go, what are you working on right now? And he goes, I'm like 6 months into making a documentary about Stephen Myers. And I go, are you kidding me? And dude, he's been telling me the shit he found out, that there was like the first school the guy taught at, or like he like established a school, or he like was the head of it or whatever. It was called like the Traveling School.
Traveling Pants?
Bro, the stories he has told me about this school, he's going and he's interviewing people who used to be at the school.
Oh my
And they're like the weird, like psycho, almost sexual, like rituals they would like humiliation rituals he would put kids through, where you're like, this is not good. How did no one know? It kind of sounds like it was a cult.
Yeah.
Like this is the most, he was doing like fucked up cult stuff. And Mr. Girl is like talking to people who taught at the school, and they still like can't get it through their head where they're like, yeah, he was like kind of a bad guy, but you know what? Like he taught, like some of them are like, but he was really good for the kids. And you're like, dude, this was a cult. Like they thought this was a good guy.
Yeah.
Real quick, do you want to see the documentary for this trailer or for this movie?
Sure.
Okay, go to Steve. Or here, Steve Myers, MYERS project.org.
Org.
Yeah. You can't get .com. Well, I guess I don't know.
Oh no! Mr.
Look at this
Girl.
dude. He's got and also the weird thing with Mr. Girl is I'm like, hey, Mr. Girl, you don't have to interview everyone. And he goes, yeah, I've interviewed 44 different people. Like every time I call him, he's in Santa Cruz interviewing more of these kids and former teachers.
Really?
Yes, this is like going to be the most expansive Mr. Girl project ever, and it's like going to be.
Is he going to get it on like Sundance or something?
That
What's
is
the end game
what
here?
Yeah, he wants to sell it to like
try to get it there.
Bro, he's taking it super seriously, and the more like I've just been talking to him on the phone, and the stuff he's telling me, I'm like, this is fucking insane.
This is like it reads.
I thought it was just like, oh, this guy's going around raping kids. It's like, no, he was like
a cult leader.
What was that fucking? What was that show? True Detective. Season 1, where they're trying to find the Yellow Man, and they're dressing up kids with fucking like horns on their head and shit. It's like that deeply disturbing.
The website reads like now with all new flavors, like 44 pedophile interviews, filmed and counting. Don't go anywhere else to get your kid rape documentaries. Come right over here to Mr. Girl's kid raping documentary. Oh, you hate this stuff, folks? Me too. Nobody hates it more than me.
I'm excited. Can you hit Control Plus? It zooms in a little bit. Control and the plus. Yeah. There we go. That's creepy as hell. And again, this guy is just still.
That's his mugshot? That's a shitty mugshot.
It's not good. I don't even know if it's a mugshot or not. Again, he's never been arrested.
Huh. I have information to share. Should I click that and fill it out?
No, don't fuck with the. Here's the other thing. He's trying to interview people, and I don't know if he wants me to say this, but whatever. He goes, yeah, I do videos as this guy named Mr. Girl. And then people look him up and they're like, I'm not doing an interview with you. And I go, Max, stop calling yourself Mr. Girl to people. Just say I'm Max Carson. But even to Max Carson, they look it up. I was like, dude, just call yourself Superstar Productions or whatever.
Rosenbaum.
Right. But then he's so like hung up on this moral stuff. He's like, these people were lied to their whole lives. I can't lie to them again. And I'm like, all right, man, it's just going to make it harder to get these fucking interviews. Anyway, I actually have not watched this yet. I've been saving it.
Okay.
It's only a minute.
I think that his entire educational career was always about having access to boys, 100%. I think that's why he chose education. I think that's why he created traveling school. Let's get the kids away from their parents. Let's
it was a school where they took the kids away from their parents and like went around.
Their food, their shelter, everything having to do with them. And I've got my teachers with me, which was me and several others that have been with him since we were very young. So we were trained.
Why does it sound like it's raining?
It must be like, I don't know. Dude, these are all victims.
Why is it like...
He's doing like a little like heartbeat.
It's like
kinda.
the Babadook. The Babadook's going to come out.
I'm going to say you got to cut down a little bit of that audio grain. But other than that, look at the cinematography on that fucking thing. He's got a good camera.
He should have put a picture of himself at the end. With like or a picture of his butt.
Bro, like he's got, I don't know what I can share, but he's got people who are like trying to shut this down.
Oh, this is
They're
good.
threatening lawsuits.
Oh,
like this is becoming a whole
is he filming
fucking
behind
thing.
the scenes stuff? That could be its own film. Like Catfish, but
I mean, I've said like he should put
Pedofish.
some of himself in there. I don't know, but
yeah, you got to become the documentary. That's cool.
I think there's going to be some of it. Like, yeah, it's like him being like, well, I went to this school. Here's what happened. Obviously, everyone's obsessed with fucking pedophilia right now. And so I hope he talks about, you know, that kind of shit. He's the guy who's lived through it 100%. He had to make songs about it.
I want to hear that. White noise machine.
It's kind of, I get what he's going for. It needs a little deeper. It needs some bass.
No, it needs like somebody to go,
So-
I'll get you, my... You know?
Yeah. you want. Well, here's the thing: is like the money shot is if you could somehow get that guy on tape, but I don't think it's
Myers.
Yeah, but I don't think it's possible.
You got to trick him.
But he's got like, look, he's got like archival footage. Like he's got like old fucking home
pose
movies
as, like,
of the
a little
guy.
boy.
Yeah,
and
you should
chat
set a
with
thing
him.
up.
Get an AI of a little boy like his blackface thing, and then do a Zoom call.
Yeah,
and then be the little boy and get him to confess.
He should team up with Alex
You
Rosen.
wanna touch me?
At one point, Alex Rosen and Mr. Girl were going to have like a sit-down conversation, and it didn't happen, sadly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm hoping they get... I think, I don't know, like, I think
There's
just...
one surefire way to get a sit-down with Alex Rosen.
There is a very easy way to do it, is to be a Kino Casino fan. He'll talk to all of them. So look, it's a little bit of a plug, but again, I really find this whole subject... I'm like,
it's a big plug, but that sounds like a really great documentary.
That's the thing, is like, this is a story that for the longest time, everybody went to my high school is like, how does everyone not know this story? This is like horrifying.
Real titillating and disgusting.
And I can't believe it took until Mr. Girl showed up to be like, you know, and thankfully he, you know, had his whole blow up with Destiny, so now he has plenty of time to focus on other shit. Guys, check out
a subtitle though.
Yeah.
Like the Steve Myers Project, the man who raped kids.
Well, I told him to call it American Pedophile, which would have been a way better title. Like, come on.
That's a horrible title. American Splendor.
I was born in the USA. I've been diddling kids in the USA. American
You should reshoot
Pedophile.
this movie. Keep the interviews and the B-roll and just you narrate a whole different movie, American Pedophile.
That'd be pretty good. I can see the T-shirt already. That'd be a good movie poster, like an Oliver Stone kind of thing. Why does Oliver Stone not make
American Pedophile?
American Pedophile is a good movie title. Anyway, guys, check out SteveMyersProject.org or follow Twitter for updates at Steve Myers Film. Again, that's Myers, M-Y-E-R-S. This is going to be, if this turns out as I think, this is Mr. Girl's comeback. Well, it's not even his comeback. It's like him moving into the actual realm of documentary filmmaking.
Oh, give me that juicy pedo deets, man. Come on. I'm gonna make a big bowl of popcorn.
Yeah.
Sit down with my pregnant wife. Oh yeah, look at this fucking pedophile.
What is the top pedophile documentary? I don't even know. I don't know if there are any.
That Diddy one, I got no interest in watching that one that just came out.
Yeah.
The Netflix Diddy one. I don't really care about that.
Did you ever see Doubt? It's not a.
I saw that in theaters.
Yeah, it's not.
Stupid.
You saw that in theaters?
I think I was on a date. Yeah.
What a shitty date movie. Hey,
she wanted to see it.
I wonder if Philip Seymour Hoffman really raped that kid.
Nah. The girls love that shit. Ooh, it's got rape. It's got pedophile shit in it.
There's that one, and then there's
kids getting raped or something. I don't know.
Was it Chronicle, the one about the Boston newsroom that uncovered all the priests?
I thought that was like Starlight or something.
I don't fucking remember. I don't watch them because I'm like, I don't know. He's
got to be filming himself making this though.
I want to see some of him in there. Like, it really should also be about his journey. Because I told him the money shot is him on a bus driving to Steve Meyer's
looking
house.
at a kid and getting like, I think I'm getting possessed by the pedophile demon.
Or like a monologue where you go, when I see a child, you know, I see wonder, I see potential. Stephen Myers sees go, 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 go.
And then show like a fleshlight and a hot dog, like, and a bunch of mayonnaise like shooting out.
No, that's for my movie. That's my movie. American Pedophile, coming to Netflix this
Family
summer.
Guy or South Park announcer voice. Okay,
That's
is that
true.
your problem?
That's my problem. Is Touchy Teachers.
My problem is breast cancer charities.
It's a good problem.
You know,
it's a very good problem.
It is, isn't it? I
feel stupid because I have they do that breast cancer merchandise, the pink merchandise.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, were you going to talk about that?
They have like a trademark on that.
Susan G. Komen. You can't call anything for the cure. Did you know that?
They'll sue you.
They'll sue you if you say it's a run for the cure. They'll go, yeah, we own the term for the cure.
Yeah, I have some, and it just makes you think about boobs.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like advertising. None of that, very, very little of the money actually goes. I have some stats for you.
Oh yeah, no, it's like just a big profit-taking fucking machine.
Yeah. Let's see. The government says, oh, there's a bunch of charity cancer. Oh, shit. I didn't organize my stats very well. How to avoid a cancer scam. Cancer patients got about 1% of the millions of dollars they spent on charity. Oh, maybe I should look these up now.
You gonna look up some stats?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say
I had good ones, but I can't find them now.
Well, first of all, so I know it's the Susan G. Komen Foundation.
Yeah.
And again, it's like just a money laundering scheme. Like the NFL goes, hey, it's whatever the fuck day. We're selling like miniature pink NFL helmets.
Yeah,
and
pink
we keep
washing.
Half the pink washing.
That's what it's called. And none of the money gets to cancer patients.
Well,
they keep a huge majority of the money.
Well, you know what the big problem with the scam is
what's that?
What is the foundation's stated goal? It's breast cancer awareness.
Yeah.
It's not breast cancer cure. It's not breast cancer research.
Yeah.
It's awareness.
Of breast cancer.
Hey, did you know about breast cancer?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Well, then we've done our job.
Have you told anybody about it today? No. Wow, we're gonna need some more money.
How much goes to like hospitals?
This is 1%.
1%. Cancer patients, 1% of 18.25 million.
I also read that they wanted to pass some laws saying like 75% has to go to breast cancer cancer patients. But some court said this was that's anti-free speech.
Sure,
you can't say,
of course it is.
You know, it's that magic
You can't dox
number.
anyone either.
You can't dox anyone, and that's anti-free speech if you do that.
You know what I was gonna say is I always said fuck that organization. You know, I'll never give them a dime. There's no way I'll ever support them.
Yeah.
And then somebody said we're making a limited edition pink Sega Saturn controller, and I went, all right, you got me.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. I have the breast cancer awareness Sega Saturn controller. I went, that's so stupid on so many levels that I kind of need to have one. It has the little ribbon on it and whatever.
I want it.
I'm like, I want the pink Sega Saturn controller. Fuck it.
In the space of 2 years, $4 million in the name of a worthy cause, but they paid for every dollar into fundraising companies. So that's what every single dollar that they make goes back into fundraising.
Well, thankfully, I mean, we've known about this problem forever, so nobody else would, you know. Obviously, we know that breast cancer, awareness is a scam, and you know the money should go to actual, like, you know, not just be like a way to promote your brand or whatever else. You know, that would be terrible.
That's the big risk. It's that you get people's money for donations, thinking that they're help. I mean, look at this shit. This is what the document is.
No, the document went blank for some reason.
Fucking totally blank.
No, there it is. It opened the wrong one. There we go.
Here we go. So this is the latest version of this scam.
Okay.
This is called the
Whoa, wait! Why does it say for a cure? He's not allowed to do that.
Eric July?
Yeah, he's going to get sued, actually. Is it for the Susan G. whatever foundation?
No, it's for the Eric July Foundation.
Oh, Eric, you're going to get sued.
Oh, another trademark lawsuit is coming his way?
No, you can't say for, like, 100% they sue everybody who uses that phrase. I've, like, read about it. I'm pretty sure.
So
it might have got tossed out in recent years, but I don't know.
It's going to cost a fortune to. So one of
Change
Eric July's
name, Eric.
employees / family members, as he calls them, gets cancer. I don't know what kind of. Yeah, it's breast cancer, right?
I would assume breast cancer.
Yeah, breast cancer. There it is.
Yeah.
Although knowing Eric, it could be any kind of cancer, and he just uses the breast cancer ribbon. And his response to that is to make a T-shirt.
Yeah.
And say that 100% of the net proceeds go directly to her medical expenses.
Right.
Now, this is a $32 shirt. If you remember correctly, the cost of the kids...
Net is profit.
Net is profit above...
So after
cost
the cost of the $13 comic book.
Shipping... People sitting around tweeting angrily all day.
You got to pay those people.
Yeah, warehouse costs.
The advertising, yeah.
Lawsuit, going to gas stations in the middle of the night to meet with the police about me. After all that stuff, if you can peel off a couple of bucks for the woman who has the cancer, then that's considered a success for her, right?
A couple $100, sure.
Per shirt? What do you think that's going to be per shirt? When he was selling cancer or when he was selling charity comic books for leukemia and all sorts of things, it was $17. He said was the cost.
Right.
So
T-shirt costs more than a comic book, I think.
Yeah, comic book costs about $3, right?
Probably.
Or $3.
Yeah.
T-shirt costs about $16.
Yep.
So let's say that's about
T-shirts you can't get cheap. People think you can. You really can't.
So that's about 15 of overhead, $15.
Yeah.
Say $14 of overhead. T-shirts $16, raw materials, $14 of overhead. That's $30. That means this poor lady's going to pull about $2 of benefit.
Yeah.
For medical expenses that aren't covered by her employer's health care.
I want to look up a stat real quick. Keep going.
Instead of the $40 that these retards would have given to her anyway.
Well, here's what I'm thinking is
for cancer.
Eric July is a streamer. I've seen a lot of like streams where you just go, we're taking donations as part of the stream, and then all the donations.
Ralph did that.
A lot of people do that.
Ended up not being a good move for him.
That was bad for Ralph because everyone donated $14.88 over and over and over and over, and said this is to keep the Jews away or something.
So now this is. I would like you to point out on this Crow for a Cure. The description, of course, is long and nonsensical. Why this shirt? Purpose-driven, meaningful design, comfort and quality, inclusive fit. He's got XS, extra small, all the way up to 3XL, so everyone can show their support, right? This is women needs money. This is cancer. You're making like $40,000 a year. Very little.
Well, the stat I wanted to look up, Dick, is what is the average cost of breast cancer treatment?
Was it like 150 grand?
Well, the cheapest would be $20,000. I think that's just if they cut like one thing out. But if you have actual serious breast cancer, you're looking at up to $225,000 in costs,
which Eric could raise. If he promoted,
maybe not all of it, but I mean,
if he promoted the link.
His audience, has given him millions of dollars for dog shit. So to save a woman's life seems like they'd give, 10, 20,000 maybe.
Now this is the best part. It goes Crow for a Cure right on top.
Yeah.
Big description. Why this shirt? And then it's a bunch of like retarded cult sales
Hold on. This is always my favorite part. The guy who writes the descriptions of the products.
Go for it. Yeah.
It's
you're
that
right.
cross-eyed guy who somehow can't just go, it's a cool T-shirt and it really helps out a cause. He finds the most creative ways to explain a T-shirt. It's like you've never heard of it. He writes it as if you've never experienced a T-shirt before. Like the concept of it is foreign to you.
Yeah.
Crow for a Cure is more than just apparel. It's a symbol of hope, strength, and unity. Created to support Jordan Crow, our beloved video editor, graphic designer, and storyteller. You
do all those things. Really? Wow.
Storyteller. This design features a bold crow soaring against a pink ribbon, representing resilience and determination in the fight against breast cancer. I don't think you can use the pink ribbon either.
I didn't think so either, but I don't know.
I think both For a Cure and the pink ribbon are like 100% trademarks of that charity. They've stopped people from using them in the past unless there's been like recent court cases.
I mean, how much money do you think this shitty shirt, the net profits are going to raise for this poor woman?
$10. It's like the profits suck. You're not going to sell that many. How many ISOM shirts did you actually sell? Like 500?
Who the fuck wants to wear a crow with breast cancer? A Ripaverse logo with the breast cancer logo on top of it with a crow on top of it.
The Ripaverse logo.
It's like a shit sandwich.
Here's an idea. Why don't you go for the entire month of December, 10% of your purchase will go towards paying for this women's breast cancer.
10%, a number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of anything you buy. Because
the government says the scam charities are 1 to 5. So
yeah. So 10% is a good,
you're close to
nice
the scams,
number.
But you're not.
And that's a way of just being like, hey, you know, you're incentivized to buy, and part of it's going to... That's what every other company does. They go, we're going to give, for this week or this month or whatever, a portion of the proceeds will go to this. They don't design a special magic T-shirt.
And promote only the magic T-shirt.
Yeah. There's a lot of good ways to do this.
And also downplay the legit, like, charity donation site.
And also... now I know that I'm going to get blamed if, like, they get a fucking letter from Susan
Eric
G. Komen.
deserves to get sued for this. I'm going to email them
I know
afterwards.
They always blame me just for bringing... They're like, oh, see, you're trying to instigate a trademark lawsuit. I'm just saying, like, I thought everybody knew that you can't use this
I'm going to have a meeting
stuff.
at Texaco on the outskirts of town with the Susan G. Komen
I just thought it was really
Foundation.
common knowledge that these guys are super litigious. In June, Jordan was diagnosed with breast cancer and a BRCA2 associated genetic condition. No one knows what that means. Making her fight even more challenging. Known for her boundless creativity, sharp wit, and dedication to others, Jordan has inspired everyone around her. Now as she faces mounting medical expenses for treatment, it's our turn to rally behind her.
With a fucking T-shirt!
Why this shirt? Well, they're going to explain why it's a shirt. Because it's purpose-driven. 100% of net proceeds go to Jordan's medical expenses, helping
how
her.
much per shirt?
A lot. Oh, yeah. Well,
what's
we don't
the
know.
number? What's the number dollar per shirt that's helping her out with?
Well, hold on. It's going to explain why the design, though. The determined crow. You see that look of determination on the crow? Pink ribbon and gold shield reflect courage, resilience of the community standing strong for a cure.
I really hate him for this.
Wait. But it's not for a cure to... This also doesn't make sense.
It's not for a cure for cancer.
This is not for a cure. It's to help a person... Like, it's not cure...
It's not curing cancer.
Yeah, it's
like chemo.
Yeah.
Cutting out the cancerous
tissue. For a cure
tissue.
is a phrase meaning like we're going to find a permanent cure to cancer.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean cure one lady. You're using that term wrong.
Look, we're using this to cure the cold. We're going to get soup. We're going to get new blankets.
When they say we're looking for a cure for dementia, it doesn't mean for Steve. It means all of it. But your money's not going to cancer research. It's going to a lady. And it's inclusive fit, which means even big chunkers can wear it. Wear it proudly, share her story, join the fight. We will win. By wearing this shirt, you're not just supporting Jordan, you're standing with her, offering hope and strength in her fight against cancer. If you're not interested in the shirt, okay, they do link.
Very, very bottom.
Very bottom.
Very bottom.
Also,
if you're not
donate.
interested in the shirt, but wish to help, please consider contributing and or sharing, and then it's the GoFundMe page down here. Together we rise for a cure. That's not what any of those words mean.
Now, what's interesting about this, Dick, if I can take the mouse for a second.
Yeah, go for it.
Is this us? I remember at some point we were talking about how Ripaverse employees are all contractors, right?
Yeah. They don't have health insurance.
You know, they don't have health insurance, which is, you know, something that I anticipated.
I just want to say again that this is one of the scummiest things I have ever seen anyone do online.
Really? One of these
Someone gets cancer, and their response is, I'm going to sell an overpriced shirt, and instead of telling people to give you $40, I'm going to peel you off a $2 bill. I'm going to go down to the bank and get you a nice fresh $2 to hand over to you. If we can sell these, you know, obviously I got bills to pay. The employees that work around you are going to make more off every shirt than you are getting for the cancer. I don't know how she can't even say no. Like, what are you going to say? No, I'm highly offended by that.
Money. Yeah.
No, I want to gouge your fucking eye. No, I wish you had breast cancer for suggesting such a thing. You got to just say yeah. I hate it when people just have to say yeah. Yeah, use me, I guess. Use me to exploit my cancer to sell your fucking t-shirts.
Well, that's the thing. It is a promotion of the Ripaverse. It's like, look at how great we are.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to hope privately Eric July sees his employee and give, again, he's a multimillionaire supposedly, maybe gives her $50,000 or something, but
it will be because of me if that happens. It would be because once again I have raised awareness.
You explained how charity works to Eric
Scam
July.
awareness prevention. It's an upside down ribbon.
Now somebody sent, I had completely forgot about this. This was about, what was this, a year ago? This is from January. Talking about how Eric July's employees are contractors and what might happen.
Eric July has all these contractors instead of employees, so he doesn't actually have to pay them benefits or workers' comp and all that bullshit. It's cheaper that way. That's why Uber works the way it does and DoorDash, all that bullshit. Anyway, go fuck yourselves.
God, that's going to be the worst when the first Ripaverse employee gets cancer and we got to do like a Ripaverse. They're going to do one of those GoFundMes.
First, it's cancer. What do you mean?
I mean, like something's going to happen.
Handling all that cancerous materials?
I'm just saying every time, there's like an organization and they have to do one of these GoFundMe.
Vito, the GoFundMe would have been great.
Yeah, I thought he was. I predicted
that's the move.
That it would have been him going, "Hey, we've set up a GoFundMe."
Can you imagine?
It is funny though that I was like, these guys aren't going to have health insurance. Like, what happens when something happens? Well, that's the problem when you just all your buddies are contractors.
You could do a GoFundMe. You wouldn't sell a fucking T-shirt. Could you imagine if I had cancer and you're like, "Hey, I made a plushie."
Yeah, well, that's a good idea.
I made a lunchbox.
That would be good. A lunchbox would help. We could sell some lunchboxes.
Okay, so if that wasn't bad enough, here's how. So my position is Eric made this shitty shirt.
Yeah,
and he's purposefully hiding and spiking the donation link because to him that's money on the table that he wants a cut of.
Well, also,
like he's using his celebrity to promote the cancer, so he deserves a cut of everything. So he's downplaying the direct donations. Go ahead.
I was going to say also, if you go to the GoFundMe, I mean, it might mention that she's a Ripaverse employee, but it doesn't directly help his brand.
Right.
Like, it's a thing of being like, look, it's the Ripaverse. We're helping out.
Yeah.
Like, he wants to control it a little bit.
Yeah, okay. So this is this cocksucker talking about all you have to do is say, for what I'm saying, to say you're burying the GoFundMe, like you're burying her actual direct donation.
Say there's a GoFundMe.
All you have to say is, no, I'm not. Right?
Go to freeriley.fund, right?
Yeah, here we go. Look at this shit. Here it is.
I love these guys.
This is Eric and Az talking about this.
Bruce with a 5. Can we show the shirt for Jordan and drop the link, everybody? This is a great cause if you grab a shirt and donate. We showed it earlier, but I will show it again. For you guys that don't know, one of our team members, Jordan, she's video asset manager. She manages our whole entire team that does all of our video editing. She's been an editor of mine personally, even long before the Ripaverse. Some of those long form videos that you guys saw when I used to do the video essays back in the day, those were edited by Jordan. Well, she recently got diagnosed with the cancer. She's been fighting that for a little bit now. And we are doing something for her in this shirt. So it's something you can get for pre-order right now, where all the net proceeds are going to go directly to her. We also have a link to her Give, and Go. If you don't care for the shirt and you just want to drop some money, you can do that. Again, make sure you be paying attention to, as I would say with any of these guys, as far as how much of the money they get. Go look at the process of Gifts and Go's information before you give a dime. But yeah.
Why?
Bro.
Why?
Give, and Go is a 100% Christian organization. They only take out credit card processing fees. They didn't shut down the Canada trucker. It's the most good people that you could ever possibly have.
Insane?
And he's fucking saying he's sliding it in. Yeah, you can go to her. You can go to give to her directly, but then you got to watch out for those scam sites. You got to make sure it goes to her. Like, bro, you total piece of shit. Eric, I hope you get fucking breast cancer, you fucking cocksucker. This is I
was listening to the clip and I was like, it can't be that bad. And then he goes, well, you can donate to GoFundMe, but maybe
Let me play that part again.
Maybe don't.
Yeah, but be careful.
Be careful.
Be careful.
What the fuck? Just say donate.
You can do that again. Pre-order right now, where all the net proceeds are going to go directly to her. We also have a link to
all the net proceeds, which means nothing.
$2 a shirt.
Yeah, $2
maybe.
Give, and Go. If you don't care for the shirt and you just want to drop some money, You can do that. Again, make sure you be paying attention to, as I would say with any of these guys, as far as how much of the money they get. Go look at the process of gifts and goals information.
Why don't you look at the process?
Give a dime. But
because he knows it's zero.
Eric, your job, if you're going to promote a charity, is if you're really worried about it, why don't you go check out the site and be like, and guys, you know, I looked into it. This is Give, Send, Go is great. Give this much money. So you can definitely trust them. So he goes, you know, and I don't know if you can trust them, so maybe, you know, whatever,
you better just get the shit.
Whatever you're going to do.
Trash.
It's
total fucking trash.
I don't know what's going on.
Total fucking trash.
I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, me either. I wasn't going to bring it in until I saw that. I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind, bro.
Well, I wanted to mention something. I mean, because it's on a brand.
What are you looking for?
I don't know if I'm gonna find it. Keep talking.
Right. No, that's it. That's my problem.
That's your problem. That's a good problem.
Total cocksucker. And I don't want this to be mistaken for go help that woman, because there's people in our audience that have cancer or whatever that I would prefer to help more. So don't take this the wrong way and think that we should like band together and help this lady, because I totally am not saying that, and I don't agree with that. Just to get out in front of that. I don't want any kind of support building up, you know? You deserve the money more.
I was going to say real quick is Mecca Random has breast cancer too.
There we go. So yes. Yes.
If you guys want to help somebody directly who deserves breast cancer, I don't know. I know she's kind of
it more.
She's kind of a controversial person, but me and her have been. She was like, "Don't you hate me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't hate you so much that I want you to die of breast cancer."
Well, what did she do?
I don't know. Fought with some people on the internet. So look, this is how you do it. You just have a page with cancer. There.
Yeah.
If you want to give money to someone with cancer, you promote their link. You don't say maybe it's a scam.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So there you go.
Or here's another thing you can
Or
do.
give to Eric's employee. Just, you know, if she survives, she keeps working for Eric. So remember that.
Even better. Go to patreon.com/thedickshow.
Yeah, that's a good one. Buy the suicide shirt. Don't forget to check out the patreon.com/biggest problem and get see the bonus episode.
There you go. All that money is going for cancer treatment.
All right, Dick. Did you play any UFO sound?
Yeah, I did.
All right. Last problem.
Can you believe that shit?
I can believe. I can almost believe it at this point.
Yeah, because you thought it would be a GoFundMe.
Yeah,
and it's scummier.
That would have made sense to me. All right, Dick. I told you I have a surprise problem for this episode.
Okay.
And my surprise problem is the problem of surprises.
Okay.
So, I don't know how to feel about surprises, and that's kind of the problem. Is that sometimes you're like, oh, a surprise would be fun, but then there's like all this fucking like, there's all this anxiety around a surprise.
Shocker that you don't like surprises.
Well, I've been surprised many times in the past several months. All right? Like, every sitcom seems to have an episode about there's going to be a surprise party for a character.
Yeah,
it's all
that's cool.
The anxiety of like, oh my God, what if they spoiled the surprise? Have you ever had a surprise party?
No.
Me neither. I really watching TV as a child. It's so funny. They always say, when I was a kid, I really thought quicksand was going to be a bigger problem in my adult life.
Yeah.
I thought surprise parties were going to be like just this common part of, you know, living life as an adult. And
I've seen a bunch of them.
Yeah.
It's always just for the woman the surprise party is for the woman throwing it.
Well, there you go.
And then you're like, oh, wow, I got to validate all this. Like
I understand the excitement of a surprise, but it also is a lot of pressure. Okay? Like a guy, he's got to keep his wedding proposal secret, you know?
Yeah.
How did you propose, by the way?
I didn't propose.
Oh, well, you should figure that out. They got the baby gender parties they have now. We got to surprise everybody with whether it's a boy or a girl. You going to do one of those? We doing a gender reveal party?
I don't know.
If it's a girl, you set the house on fire.
Yeah, that's good. No point to any
Dude,
of
if we
it.
did a Dick Masterson gender reveal, like, live stream, and, like, if it's a girl, like, you set something on fire, that would be pretty good. And if it's a boy, you do a couple laps and throw a football.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. All right. Well,
if it's a girl, I'll take money back from the cancer donation.
And then there's also terrible, like, surprise ideas. Like, you ever see the videos where they surprise? Like, they tell you don't surprise people with a pet. You know, like, ooh, I got you a dog. You're like, what the fuck? I didn't plan for this at all.
Yeah.
Here's how bad I am at surprises. The other day, I'm at the Costco navigating my way through a bunch of Asians.
Okay.
And I saw something that I was like, that might be a good gift for Dick. But because I'm retarded and I got all in my head, I'm like, well, what if I buy it and he doesn't like it? So instead of surprising you with a gift, I called you and asked you if it was a gift you would like. And then after I hung up, I went, I'm retarded. It would have been so much better if I just gave it to you and you were surprised by it.
Like, what is the... I didn't really understand the point of the call.
I know. I got so in my head, I'm like, well, what if I get it and he doesn't like it, and then I spend the money on it, and then I go, it would have been a cool surprise. This show's all about surprises. We have a box full of toys filled with surprises
that you definitely don't like.
Yeah, I don't like. That's the thing. I'm all fucked up with surprises. I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
So the point is that I've gotten you a gift.
Okay.
And I already...
Is it the one you told me what it is?
Yes.
Oh.
So I ruined it. But...
I mean, yeah.
But it's possible.
It's possible it's different?
Here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that I may have described it in a way that you will still be surprised.
Okay.
And this is your Christmas present.
Oh, wow. Okay. I tried to get you something, but I couldn't find
But you don't love
Xbox
me, and I get
display.
it. Yeah. Just give me that TurboGrafx and we're good.
If I knew where it was.
Oh, man. Give me a Lugia. No, you don't have to give
find
me a
it.
So
if you can find where the fucking TurboGrafx is.
Here's your holiday present. Maddie has obtained a plushie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So this is your present.
All right.
There's also a second present in there.
Is it a gun that you have behind
for
your back?
80s? If I just pulled out a gun and killed you and then killed myself,
that would be
the best episode we've ever had.
I don't know. I think I could fight that off.
I'd hit you, and then I'm going to Nick Fuentes' house to just give it the old college try. You know. All right.
Okay.
That guy really missed the game-winning shot. Is all I'm saying.
Dude, it's so bad.
It would have been big.
Vito's. Oh yeah, you needed the big treasure box today.
Big treasure box.
Okay. Looks heavier than what you described it as.
Maybe it's a little different.
Should I open it?
I think you should open it. And hold on, maybe before
I open every package I ever get now, I open pointing away from my face because I'm so worried someone's going to mail a bomb in.
I put a gun in you. Here's what I'm going to say is, look, obviously it's been a wonderful year for the show. There's been minimal fighting and nothing but love. And this is a celebration of the fact that we have pushed through it all to bring our audience great comedy. And I wanted to celebrate one of the best comedy bits from the past year, at least one of my favorites. And I hope when you open this, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Don't. That's for later.
That's for her?
That's for her. Okay. We'll look at that in a second.
It's a dragon.
Now, as we all know, the Costco is full of Asians.
Yeah.
And the Asians have invented...
Christ. Your Costco is really fucked up.
I don't know how to get this top off, but this is a glass crystal dragon. As you remember, we love dragon statues on the show, so it's actually a callback to 2 different bits. This is a mythical Chinese dragon filled with your favorite thing in the world, alcohol. So let's take off here. And I wish, can we put on some, hold on real quick.
Some what, Asian music?
Can you put on Chinese, type in traditional Chinese music? I got it. We're going to unleash the dragon here tonight. Let's see, traditional. And this
God, they love this shit, don't they?
This is what they love.
This ornate packaging that's like mass-produced.
Welcome, Dick. I want this gift to take you back in time to the mythical land of China. This is Emperor Napoleon brandy. It's probably cheap garbage, I assume. And it comes in this delightful glass dragon to celebrate the eternal spirit.
Damn it, I took my knife upstairs.
The eternal spirit.
I knew there was an IPA in there. Thank you.
I have my tiny shitty knife.
Yeah, let me get that one.
Okay. To celebrate the beauty and the majesty of the Asian people who frequent the Costco, this delightful dragon will bring you hours of joy as you consume the insides.
I mean, Vito, this would have been so much funnier if you hadn't have told me everything about it on the phone.
I know.
Like,
I'm really bad at gift giving.
Oh my God, that was a close one.
So can we hold this up here so everyone can see?
The knife is out there.
There we go. And look
is
at
this
that.
like the dragon from Mulan?
I think so. That's Eddie Murphy going, "Hey, Mulan, you don't know nothing about nothing."
Ooh, you got a nice dick, lady. Bring that dick on over here. Get in my car.
I called up Dick because I was like, will you drink brandy? And then you were like, I don't know, it's kind of sweet. And then I went, oh God, it's going to be a terrible gift.
I mean, it could go good with eggnog.
Yeah. I should have just...
Yeah.
Well, regardless, even though I spoiled the surprise,
obviously,
I think this beautiful glass dragon celebrates celebrates a friendship that is more eternal than even the bright moon of the Chinese sky. And I'm going to turn this off to see whether or not it's I don't know
if this is for you.
Oh, okay. And I get the Auto Blow AI Ultra, which celebrates the fact that I am terminally alone. Can you believe it, folks?
Are you going to use that?
I don't know.
Do you like jacking off? No, you got to use that. It's cool.
I like jacking off, but this is like huge.
Yeah, you gotta get a machine going.
The problem is it's not the kind of gift where I can try it and then be like, oh, I don't actually like it. Why don't you take it back?
I got another one. No, I got multiple ones.
All right,
me.
I'll take it then. I will use it. I will try it.
I will. It goes. They got videos that stink up with it.
They got videos that sync with it.
Yeah. There's like the video of a guy fucking you in the ass, and then that thing sucks.
Well, I'm excited. Again, guys, why don't you vote up too many Asians at the Costco?
This is really atrocious. This dragon, what the fuck is this ball?
I don't know.
It looks like a clown nose.
Now, the more expensive one was the complete Zodiac with a glass figure for each Zodiac sign. Also
How much
filled.
was this?
It's like $100. Whatever. It's worth worth the gag.
I got the boot. It's got the boot issue, like in.
It does have the boot issue.
Fest.
You got a twist. I think you're supposed to pour it out. Does it come out the mouth? No, it comes out the tail.
It comes out the ass.
How would you not have the brandy come out the mouth? That would make like it's spitting fire.
That's probably harder. Then it's gonna get all over the place.
Well, regardless,
looks more like a duck than a dragon.
No, that's a beautiful dragon. I was also like, dude, how I've been driving around with that thing in my car for 2 days. I'm like, I don't smash this fucking dragon. Well,
leaving this bottle in your
I didn't want to bring it inside. I didn't want to move the fucking thing.
Oh, here we go. Okay, that's how you open it. Wow, thanks, Vito.
You're welcome. And I also have an additional present for 80s girl.
What is it?
Well, I know that she's pregnant, which means she's soon going to be useless and fat.
Soon?
Soon. And the stereotypical pregnant woman is who sits around eating chocolate bonbons. So here's an entire bag for when she's
2 days.
When she's having the pregnancy cravings. She can reach over for a bag of Vito's delicious chocolates, and we're gonna fatten her up. I'm gonna ruin her for you.
Yeah. What the hell kind of latch is this?
Do you got it peeled it off? Oh my! No, it's got like a snap. Here, let me see.
Here.
Try it. You probably have to break this thing.
Break the goddamn thing, I guess.
Yeah, I think you might have to snap this off.
Try it.
I don't want to break it.
It's a little hard.
We're not
going
to drink it now. You drink it later.
I don't want to have to take that thing off later, though.
Well, later you can take it off.
I'm going to be thinking about it for the rest of the show.
I was given a a dragon statue, which I of course loved from the fans, and now you have your own. Yeah, I know. It arrived shattered and disgusting. Luckily, this one is still intact.
Look at that. I like that it's like sciencey.
There you go.
Betty in the ass.
Now we each have a dragon statue. Mine is in the trash, and yours is full of liquor.
Wow, and, that's amazing.
Merry Christmas.
It's so Chinese, it doesn't even feel like a black liquor.
I know.
The kava.
I mean, I don't know how good Chinese brandy is going to be, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
I can't tell. I don't know any kind of
I mean, again, the Costco is so Asian that half the shit was like Jingqiao rice wine super gift set. And I'm like, dude, it just is going to China now when I go to fucking...
Do they have those hats?
Yeah, the little rice picker hats.
I don't know what you do with them. It's not.
They keep the sun off when you're picking the rice.
Whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing.
They got
You could be doing surgery.
If you're in like the meat department, they got like a bunch of like what was it?
What?
They got like a bunch of crab and shit. Whatever Asian people eat. They got fucking mochi and all that. It's all Asian shit now.
Okay. Thank you. That's the show.
Our problems are touchy teachers, surprises, perhaps ruined surprises.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's good enough. It's better than nothing.
Like, what are you calling me about if I like brandy for?
I don't know.
It's brandy.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
You're more of a liquor guy than me. And, like, I assume you might have like a discerning like,
nah,
not
I'm not
brandy.
one of those guys.
I'm not going to drink brandy,
I hate those
bro.
guys. Like
that's another problem. It's like liquor snobs. That's a real problem.
Yeah, you know, have you ever seen the other guys with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
When Mark Wahlberg learned how to dance to make fun of that guy for dancing, I was like, I feel so much about this character. Like, I want to learn so much about whiskey so I can go like, no, that's not, no. What are you saying? It's not that good. This is not better than that.
Yeah, I think I've just dealt with a lot of liquor snobs where you go, I'll just have like a Jack and Coke, and they go, oh, you're drinking Jack Daniels? And you're like, what? And they're like, you're not drinking like, Tommy Bronson's fucking limited edition oak barrel soaked, whatever the fuck. And you're like,
try to imagine it like this.
Man.
It would be like me saying to you, like, do you like chili cheese fries?
Yeah.
Like, well, I thought you were like a food snob because you love food so much. That's me for alcohol.
I get bar anxiety. When I always feel like the bartender is like looking at me and thinks I'm a pussy.
That's the alcoholism, man. I don't feel anything about it. I'm like, well, whatever. I need it now.
Because I want like whatever the fruity girl drink is, and I'm worried he's gonna be like, oh, that's just for like college co-eds, you fucking bitch.
Why would he say that?
Because I assume that if you're a bartender, I don't know, like you have opinions about the customer. I get too much. It's a stupid thing.
You
to
have
worry
a lot
about.
of issues.
I do have a lot of issues. You ever watch Kids in the Hall? You remember that show?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the sketch Girl Drink Drunk?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay, what were my problems?
Where I'm like, that's me at the bar. You go to the bartender, he's like, what can you get? And you go, let me get, just like whiskey, mixed with some chocolate syrup, 2 strawberries, crushed ice, not blended. I want one of those twisty straws with the umbrella. I'm like, yeah, this is my drink. That's what I want.
It's food. What you're ordering is
That's
food
why I like
at
the
that
tiki
point.
bar, though. The tiki bar,
yeah, it's just food.
It is just food. There's fucking... Dude, you get the scorpion bowl, and it comes with like a whole fruit platter in the fucking middle. You're like, ooh, a little pineapple, a little cherry.
Ooh, an edible assortment.
It's
all right,
good.
with a little bit of liquor.
Oh, whatever. You like martinis, right? You get an olive. Everybody likes a little food in their drink.
Yeah,
Even though I brought in the problem of shit in your drink, which makes no sense. Now I'm thinking about it, and I go, well, wait, I do like some shit in my drink.
The war on doxing, and I forget what my other problem was. Oh, yeah, breast cancer charity scams. Breast cancer charity scams.
Guys, vote on all the problems at biggestproblem.show. Don't forget, Biggest Problem bonus episode, the biggest problem in winter, which has been called one of our best at patreon.com/biggestproblem. And we got a new bonus episode coming soon. We're going to figure out what that is.
You have the keyboard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you go to... Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
All right.
You want me to? You got it?
Yeah, go for it.
Guys, get your super chats in now, and we're gonna talk about it. How's everybody doing? How you doing? What are you doing for the holidays?
Me?
Yeah. Did you get anything for your nephews?
I got a ton of shit for them. I still haven't got anything for my dad. Freaking out. I wish I could bottle my anxiety and just give that to him. I'm sure he'd love it. I think.
Well, didn't I have the problem of trying to buy presents for boomers, where it's like they have everything?
I know.
Does he have a shed?
Yes.
Well, is there anything you could buy him for the shed?
A shovel.
I think that's the thing is you should actually get him. You remember those plastic boxes I was showing you?
He asked for nail clippers. I said, what do you want? He goes, I'd like some nice nail clippers. I'm like, man, are you fucking jerking me off? What's your fucking problem?
You know what you have to get your boomer parents is like technology they would never consider themselves. Like those ear cleaning cameras.
Oh.
Because that's something that they probably don't even know exists.
The trash on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because he's never been on Instagram.
Right.
I was going to get him that bird feeding thing that's got a camera built in.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. For my mom's birthday, I literally just went on AliExpress and I bought like $200 worth of Chinese crap. Just everything. I just scrolled down the list, and it was like cactus lights. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. And it's like Snoopy mug. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. And I just sent her so much shit, and I said, whatever you don't want, throw out. And she kept getting all these packages from China, and she's like, what is all this shit? And then she's like, well, I do kind of like this moon lamp. And I'm like, that's it. All right, good. We're good. You like the moon lamp?
For Christmas, I almost got you a spot on that show, Hoarders.
Ah, well.
And they said, we don't want to find anything we don't want to see. I said, okay.
Well, I'm actually organizing pretty well. Everything's coming together. Here we go, guys. Super chats. Cardinal for 5. We love Vito. Koo for 2. Thanks for not killing yourselves. Synthetic Shinobi for 2. Thanks for not killing yourself. Diamond G for 2. We love Dick. Diamond G for 2 says, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Synthetic Shinobi for 5. Biggest problem is having a sore neck all day because you slept the wrong way the night before because of a long day of work at the dick-sucking factory. That's pretty good. Jacob for 800 Japanese yen, which is currently worth $4. Vito, add the back by members to the list of Vito files. My name's been missing for weeks, and it makes me big sad. I need to find a better way to access that backed by list. So maybe Dick can help me out with that. Hippie Terrorist.
You gotta get your wallet. Your MetaMask.
Yeah,
wallet.
I'm confused about how to log in. I always fuck it up. Hippie Terrorist for $20 big. Happy Haga Days. Vito, you should do your own version of Vito's Booty where you bring in a case of beer and if a rich behaves, he gets to keep it. Well, you got the dragon. But if he acts like an insufferable F-slur again, you get to pour it down the drain.
Nah, that's not how alcoholism works, buddy.
Yeah, and also,
bad news for you.
This would not bother Dick because he'd go, okay, I'll just go buy alcohol somewhere else. Which he does every day. Atticus Figs gives us €6. Thank you. Turkey sandwich for $9.99.
Atticus, you are such a goofball. You leave so many comments that go from like wildly aggressive
supportive
to like supportive. Yeah, back and forth on all the Patreons. I love your support and I love seeing your name, but God, you are a goofball.
Turkey sandwich for 10. Team Fortress 2's penultimate comic was released on January 10th, 2017, with the final edition promised soon. It finally released today, almost 8 years later, and it still came out before Super Killer. There you go. Well,
good luck.
NGR lover. God damn it.
Lover.
That doesn't make it better. I can't read this. Someone who renegotiates is a renegger, and someone who negotiates a substantial gain is a gain-negger. God damn it.
I mean, but one of those is already a word.
Yeah, reneg is a word. And for 2, he says Vito is a gain. Okay, great.
Thank you.
Frog Tony for 5. Fast food deals when you're on a diet is the biggest problem. I'm down 25 pounds by simply eating less.
Whoa.
No bathtub Ozempic needed. What's your excuse, Vito? I enjoy food more than you. Brits Man for 2. Fuck, marry, kill, Dirty Dalish, Mint, and Cat Girl.
Oh, I'd kill.
You got to pay more if you get me to answer that question. More than 2. Black.
What does the F and the M stand for in that?
What? Fuck, marry, kill. What do you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Black Crimson for 50 Australian. Thanks for the snacks. Thanks for not killing yourselves. It's time for Vito's Christmas booty.
Okay.
Johnny Rocket for 5. I got a super update that said it would be done. Okay, I sent an update and I said it will be ready in Q1 2024. The update was up for about 2 minutes. I know it got sent to everyone's email, but I fixed it after
copy
2 minutes. And I still get all these people going, oh, it says it's coming out last year. Oh. And I'm like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, you messed up.
I fucked up the year.
Fucking messed up.
I'm an idiot.
You fucked with people.
You got me. J-Rob Detailing for €5. Happy Christmas, boy. Cheers. Hazman for 2. Dick hates women but acts like them.
You should see my parking.
Frank Lucas for 5. Episode 71, the biggest problem, around 2 minutes.
Holy shit, whoever sent this eye patch in, this feels amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's like a little bit pricier.
The other one was not as nice.
The ones I bought were like a flat piece of felt. It feels like shit.
You got to move the patch, though, because I can see the snap.
What?
You got the snaps for it? Like, you want to hide those.
What? What do I care? I got no eyes.
I know, but I'm just... Well, you should slide it. You should slide does the actual patch slide? Stop.
What are you talking about, the patch slide?
Okay.
No.
Well, then, all right. Never mind, then. Frank Lucas says Vito in episode 71 calls someone out about not releasing their comic after 2 years. Episode released 12/31/22. Well, now it's been 4 years for that guy, so whatever.
Who are you calling out?
I'm not calling them out. At the time,
MacGyver? Is that what it is?
I was starting to get interested in comics, and I said, "Hey, he's got this comic."
I'll dabble in this. How hard could it be?
I'll dabble. How hard could it be? He has a comic called Rainbow Brew, which is a cool idea, and everybody's excited for it. And at the time, I said, I don't know why he doesn't just get like another guy to help him finish it, but he doesn't want to do that. And now he's finishing it, so that's great.
Yeah.
I'm not being smug. I understand that things take time, including
Man, he's got so many ideas. Like, what would
he makes a lot of stuff. That's kind of the problem. Is he's like, I'm like, dude, you're making too much stuff.
Is Helephant, is he involved in that Beyond story?
I don't know. I know he had the
not,
initial idea.
Because then it has like more legs.
He's not drawing any of it.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want his ideas like off on their own branches, you know?
I mean, if you look at Ethan's art, like, it's not a problem, but like it's so detailed where you're like, dude, this must take fucking forever.
Yeah, but even just like, I don't know, he's good at spotting talent, so it'd be cool to just for him to do an imprint.
He's good at spotting talent. That's why he's never offered to work with me. He said, this Vito guy sucks. No, we love you, Vito.
Talent and, other things.
He sent me talent, he sent me action figures. I'm talented at playing with action figures. Detective fart in my ass for 2. Says Merry Titsmas and a happy new beer.
Did you see the detective fart in my ass?
No, what is that?
He's the guy. He's Eric's buddy in the court document.
Oh,
I did a whole cutout of him and was talking like him for like
I missed
an
out
hour.
on a lot of fun. I missed out on a lot of fun. We all make mistakes.
Look,
we all make mistakes.
I've been in this game for a long time.
I know
if
you
I'm
have.
telling
I
you
know
it's
you
funny,
have. I know.
You can believe me that it's funny. I'm not fucking around.
If you paid attention, I was like dumbfounded. I was like, I don't know.
I know. I'm like, why are you like looking like?
Because I
you were stumped.
Because I thought the whole thing was just that the case got dropped, and I'm like, why is that funny? I don't get it. You didn't say you had documents. I was like, I don't know what to say. And you're like, how do you not know what to say? This is the funniest thing that ever happened.
It is.
And I'm like,
hilarious.
I don't know. I don't get it.
The law fucking sucks. The prosecutors look like fucking dicks.
All right. Next time I'll go, explain to me why it's, and if I say it, don't go, oh, you don't get why it's funny. Oh, you don't get why it's funny. I
might say that.
I'll go, Dick, can you explain what's going on? Why don't I do that? I'll do that.
Because it's like, fuck.
And maybe you don't have to tweet before the show, oh, Vito can't even celebrate what's going on. The Vito loses again. Maybe that, which puts me in the belief, I'm a little defensive. I'm like, well, what's going on? What is this?
You're too easy to fuck with.
You are, yes, I'm very easy to fuck with. All right. Cardinal for 2. Deck built like a munchlax who got put on a diet. I think he meant Dick. Cardinal for 10. We love Vito.
What's that?
That's Snorlax's baby form.
Oh, Munchlax?
Yeah, it comes before Snorlax.
Does he look buff? Probably.
He's like a tiny little
buff guy?
No, Snorlax, the big fat pillow Pokemon.
Snorlax is like a buff bodybuilder that let himself go.
Sure.
So
Munchlax is tough.
Cool, thanks.
You're a Machoke. Cardinal for 10. We love Vito even though
Wait, Machoke is the little boy one.
No, Machoke's the little boy one.
Machoke's not that much older.
Machoke's like a
Machamp is an adult man.
Yeah, Machamp is like now Tyson. Machoke is like Tyson in his prime.
No.
Yeah.
Machamp is huge. He's got 4 arms.
Yeah, they slow him down. He's not as fast.
Okay.
He's a bruiser, but I would rather have a Machoke build. Like, yeah, you're in there.
Fucking
you're fast.
Tyson now is an Alakazam.
Yeah, well, we love Vito even if he's a Guido who looks like Greedo and needs to go on keto. Baldur the Bongo Boy couldn't pay Quandle Dingle's water. Okay. Trying to do a TBF. Fonda Cox, started out good. Fonda Cox for 5. Vito, the only thing preventing you from being the best version of yourself is you, and you're the best at it. You'll never succeed, not on your watch.
Wow.
Cameron for 2. Say my name, Eric. Say my name.
Exactly.
You should have played that song. Say my name, say my name. I know you put Riley in a fucking jail cell. What a fucking lame. Say my name.
I played that song, Soulful Strut. What is that song?
I don't know. Is that another?
I played that like 6 times.
Is that another Motown anthem?
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right. TBF for 5.
Felt so good, man.
Just listen to the episode where Vito the Smelly realized he had 0 shot with Dalish. Never laughed so hard. He smells so rancid.
$5. You need more. You deserve more than that.
I don't want a shot with Dalish. Here's what I hate.
Come on, everybody wants a shot with Dalish.
You were like,
you say no.
Here's what I hate about any beef with a woman, and this is a problem I should have saved,
bro,
is that it always comes down to you just want to fuck her. Dude, you just want to fuck her. You're just mad that you can't fuck her. And I'm like, no, that's not what it is. It's not at all.
Yeah, but it's the only thing that makes sense. Like, why would anyone beef with a woman? Why would a man beef with a woman?
Because his idiot simp friends listen to the woman and the things she says for some reason.
I'll be honest with you. When women are talking, like half of it I can't even understand.
Sure, but I think,
right?
Yeah, I won't get deep into it, but like at a certain point you're like, yeah, When people go to okay, it's this thing in society where like a woman.
I didn't know society was involved.
Well,
right. Let's hear it.
What do you think the whole Me Too movement is? It's just hashtag believe women, and people go, "Oh, I'd never fall for that shit." And the woman goes, "Vito's a piece of shit." And the only reason he's mad is he wants to fuck me. And they go, "Yeah, that's true." And I go, "No. That's more of this hashtag believe women shit."
I don't know. What is the truth then? He like respects your opinion.
That's not a
I don't
thing
think
either.
That's it.
Okay. Anyway, if your fan theory is that I want to fuck Dalish, then congratulations. Okay?
Who doesn't want to fuck Dalish?
Me. Oh, I don't.
Not enough penis?
No, she's like I'm not gonna say. You did it. You baited me again. You did it again.
It's so easy.
It's fine. It's not my type of girl. Okay, that's it. Not everybody has a type.
Not your type of lady, you mean?
Yeah, I like older ladies, as we've discussed.
Oh.
Contrary to popular opinion. Okay.
What do you mean? How old is Dalish?
I assume she's in her like 20s or something.
Yeah. Okay. You want like a?
I want a lady who's either my
40,
age
50?
or well, probably my age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hot Fart Dingledorf for 10. Read my name properly this time. Vito, Mint and Riley, Mint and Riley, Mint and Riley, and Riley, Super Killer Never, Mint and Riley, Mint and Riley.
Nailed it. Canadian. Thanks.
Thank you. Lawrence Devaney for 2 Australian. Merry Christmas and we got to incorporate that more.
Strategery for 2. It's fine, people. Don't overreact. They won't be late. Strategery. Oh, this was before the show started? Wow. 2. It's 9:01 Eastern Time. What the fuck, Dick and Veets? I come buckets for 2. It's N Rich. Here's 2
I'm
bucks.
N-word Rich.
Thank you. I'm Jerry and Coke for 2. Merry early Christmas, you F slurs. Thanks. Righty Tidy 91 for 2. Crying Fox laughing. Turkey sandwich for 2. Delayed and homosexual. Shit lips for 5. I hope they're late next week too. Pineapple for 5. Merry Christmas to bag of shit. Gorilla biscuit. Stocking stuffers for all. What the hell is that?
What do you
Gorilla
mean?
Biscuit.
You got something in your throat, man.
It's liquor.
Joey Two-Tone for 2. Latest show in the universe. Okay, here's why we're late. Is I am back on Chinese magic drugs.
Okay.
Which made me not eat all day today. So I went to Jack in the Box and I got a thing of small curly fries and a grilled cheese sandwich and a small Sprite. I know I shouldn't have the Sprite, but I haven't eaten because I haven't eaten anything else today, and I don't know. Well, here's the other thing: is like when you're on it, the reason I get that stuff is like it's got minimal ingredients.
Oh yeah, ingredients. You can't have too many ingredients.
No, but I'm saying like if it's got like a bunch of like sauces and shit on it, I will get like nauseous.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, like if it's got like a bunch of ketchup and like whatever shit leaking off it, like I need like plain like chicken fingers or whatever, or just like basic like.
Or else
chicken.
You get sick.
I feel sick like eating it when I'm on Ozempic.
Huh.
If I'm like really in the like throes of it. So I eat like just simple shit. Like if I go to McDonald's, I'll get like a hamburger with nothing on it.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah. So like, but then like again, the reason I get a Sprite is I'm like, I don't know. It's
clean.
Like, it feels that way.
Crisp.
Is that weird? It's like kind of seltzery.
Nah, I like 7-Up. Like if I'm really sick. I'm like,
like when you're sick, you drink
it's nice and healthy.
Yeah.
Sprite,
I know it's not good, but like if I got anything else, it like has the chance that I might feel weird and throw it up. Joey Two-Tone, we did that. Hog Fart for 5. Ultimate and powerful arbiter of comedy, Vito. Please tell me if my super chat is funny or not. It's not. Pop quiz for 5. This is my favorite part of the show. Pineapple Man for 2. Gorilla Biscuit Tits are Quaaludes by the way. Aklovich for 2. Tardy again. That's 2 demerits each. Come on, guys. Strategery for 2. Many episodes lose, but this episode won. 69. Nice. Hazmat for 2. The only time Vito made me laugh was Trans Elvis.
Trans Elvis was good.
Well, thank you very much. Mr. Poop Snorkel for 2 says Cunny. Okay. Sega Genesis for 5. I'm just glad that my best friend Vito is having a good time. Yeah, I think he keeps super chatting this every week. Strategery for 5. Now they have a fun image of Eric July secretly submitting business docs proving that Dix was legally a jive turkey.
This was a fucking clandestine meeting out at the racetrack gas station at the edge of town.
I'm owning my failure. I'm owning it. I'm owning it.
I mean, just imagine it.
I'm owning it.
Outside of your fail, it's not about you. Just imagine this fucking
I'm imagining
shit.
it. And
Oh shit! I saw the bunny sticker video. Hey, 911, can you send the police out to a gas station 10 miles away from my business?
There's an archive of this video you did talking about it, right? It's on Rumble or something.
Yeah, or somewhere.
Rumble guys, check out Dick. Is it the Dick Show Rumble? You can see Dick talking about the whole document. I fucked up.
Not you fucking up though, but the meeting.
Yeah, it's good. I got all flustered. I'm like, what's happening?
I need an escort.
You didn't tell me that was there.
I didn't know it was in there. I just knew it was going to be stuff.
All right.
There's always good stuff in those documents.
I'm going to chalk it up to a miscommunication error. Claptrap Destroyer for 5 says a Richard Masterson plushie would be tight. Generic is Wash for 2. Rick Masterson shipping Q1 2025, just like Super Killer. Tiki the Mighty for 5. The Rick plushie is inaccurate. The hair is too well brushed.
Yeah, that's true. Well, because when I brush my hair, I get like triangle head. If we get enough money,
that's what I was going for with the triangle head.
Nah, you've never seen it. You've never seen how bad my hair.
Why don't you take that?
It looks so fucking bad.
Cody Titus says the Rick face plush is too big. Goes to Freddie Mercury. Dick, how far do you have to go to wash your? How far up do you have to go to wash your face?
I have a ladder. What? I have a step ladder in the shower, so I can wash the top of my forehead.
For 2. Hairline so far back, I thought it was neck hair. Mr. Poop Snorkel for 2 says sell the doll, Ito.
I'll sue you.
Cody Titus for 5, looking extra yellow today. John, just not on your side. I don't know who that's directed at. Clip Sama for 5. Kids don't care about Build-A-Bear. They like Roblox, Skibbity Toilet, and Hawk Tua.
Yeah, they like Skibbity Toilet.
Well, I've never heard a kid be like, I like Build-A-Bear. Is it for like?
It's for women,
it's for like really young kids.
It's for fat Latina women.
I guess. Hazmat for 2. I did it once with a girlfriend. We went to Build-A-Bear.
Yep.
I was like, this will be cute. And then whatever.
Yeah.
Hazmat for 2. Thank you, Vito, for the stinger. You're welcome. Koo for 2. Send in the McDonald's Eva toy to Vito's Tootie. Did you see that? Remember those?
Send in the McDonald's. Oh yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, remember McDonald's had those Transformers. So it was like a thing of fries, but then it turned into a robot.
Yeah, those sucked.
Those were awesome. What are you talking about?
No, those were dumb.
They
were
like
shitty Transformers.
Yeah, I know they were shitty because they come with $1 fucking Happy Meal.
It could be better though.
Okay, well, yeah, they are better. They're making Evangelion ones, which are like full size.
They're making anime toys and Happy Meals
in Japan. So in Japan, McDonald's Japan, they're making again. It's the fry package or the cup, but it turns into one of the Evangelion figures.
Do they do transforming in Evangelion?
No.
Oh. Seems a little Transformery. Seems like if I was Transformers, I would go, that's bullshit. Like, that's our thing.
Whatever. I mean, yeah, it's they can turn into different. One of them can turn into different forms. Like, Eva 02 can go Zabist mode, and some shit pops out of its back.
Okay.
You know what the worst thing about Evangelion is?
The fans.
That's part of it. I mean, that's definitely it. They changed the robot designs from the cartoon to the new movies.
Okay.
So now, like,
are the movies cartoons?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
what?
But the robots look a little different.
Yeah.
And the red one has like a new design that I hate. But all the toys that come out are the new red robot and not the classic red robot. So I'm like, I want the Evangelion Transformer, but it's the new red robot, and I like the old one. Isn't that terrible? Isn't that awful for me as a fan?
Terrible. That sucks.
Why would they change the design of the robot? And they made it so the girl, Asuka, has like a fucking eye patch and a hat, and they only make
an eye patch.
Yeah, her eye gets gouged out. So they only make fucking toys of eye patch Asuka, and I'm like, no, I want classic Asuka. I don't want eye gouged out Asuka.
Fucking eye patch chick.
Yeah, I think
they got giant robots and they can't replace your eye.
That's a good point. They should be able to replace your eye.
Stupid.
Well, they probably lost most of their resources after Third Impact.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Garen's, running on a shoestring budget.
I know. There's no need to explain anymore. I know everything you're talking about, and I agreed. So just move on.
Gendo's probably not funding that. Sarah Gardner.
That's how you know I've had a relationship for 10 years.
The Madvocate for 5. Huge shout out to Vito for helping me out this week. I'm now officially a Vitophile. The Madvocate has another charity helping out animals, which he probably should have reminded me what the name of it is. But if you go to my Twitter, we're helping out some sick.
It's called Men and Pets.
Yeah, there you go.
They're the Map Squad.
Maybe next episode I'll remember. Sarah Gardner for 2. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Thank you.
Tyranny for 20 Australian. Build-A-Bear has acquired the Disney IP, which is drastically increased their sales this year. Also, all their sales are trans women buying cute stuff, thinking it makes them more girly.
There you go.
And this is from a shopping center manager.
Get those socks.
They're probably getting that Funko Pop money. It's like they're collectibles now.
Yeah.
Moo Vito for 2. Mooey Christmas. I guess I'm a cow now as opposed to a pig.
Nah, that's me.
That's, yeah.
I'm
Dick's the cow. You fucked it up. You don't know the lore. Cody Titus for 5. No audio problems. Dick just subconsciously misses Sean. And
holy fuck, I am sabotaging the audio on purpose.
To try and summon Sean back. If I make the audio worse and worse, he'll have to return.
Oh man, I'm trying to subconsciously convince myself that I need him in a utilitarian way that's not emotional. Wow, what a breakthrough!
You're also giving yourself reasons to call him. You know, it's like when you break up with a girl and then she like puts sugar in her gas tank, so you have to come over and help her fix it or whatever.
Yeah.
You're going, I know we're broken up, Sean, but there's just I don't know how do I turn on the TV and get it to like channel 3? Like you were always so good with the TiVo, and I can't figure out the TiVo.
And compressors. I don't know what's going on. No.
It's like my ex-girlfriend. She goes, "How did you make that pasta that I loved?" And then I got to walk her through how to cook fucking pasta.
It starts with sucking my dick.
Yeah, that's part of it. Moo Vito for 5. No audio problems. Vito's just absorbing the low frequencies. That's true.
Yeah.
You just got to get a big guy in here. Strategy for 5. Imagine trying to mod Final Fantasy to give Tifa Mega Melons, but instead you forget a close bracket in your code, and Seth Oroff chucks dicks in my ass.
Okay, it was funny. You got all. It hasn't been funny forever, and that was fun. That one was funny.
Thank you, Strategy. Boss Hog for 2. Canadian puts a $sign. Thanks. That's a good one. Jerry and Coke for 2. Mass is trash. Vermont is full of cheaters.
Okay.
Dean Shock for 5. Thanks for the laughs, boys. Job for 10. I lived in Georgia my whole life. My middle school coding teacher was known to knock paper off his desk and make female students pick it up to look at their asses. I've seen it myself. Still a W state, though. You guys have a 1 in 1,000 rape stat, and you're a W state?
Coding teacher? What the fuck class is that?
I don't know.
Coding? You had women in your coding class?
That's a good question. Yeah,
okay.
Good
what were
point.
You coding?
Hollywood for 5. Merry Christmas, gentlemen.
Thanks.
Pigeon for 20. My favorite part of high school was when the teachers made priest pedo jokes when it was an open secret that the teachers were all guilty of the same stuff. Captain Boomies for 20. Movie. And I do have to apologize. I remember one time when we were doing the 24/7 live stream, Captain Boomies thought it was live and gave us like $50. And I was like, it's not live. I'm sorry. I did see it, though. Captain Boomies for 20. Santa would be a libertarian in his remote bunker, violating every nation's airspace and accepting cookie tokens for goods.
That's slave
a good
labor,
point.
slave child labor.
Johnny Rocket for 5. Spoiler.
Elves live forever, so whatever age they are is essentially
there you
children.
go. It's indentured servitude or whatever.
Okay.
Johnny Rockets for 5. Spoiler, Mr. Girl catches up to Steve Myers, unmasks him, and it's another Mr. Girl.
and then it cuts to him, and Annie's holding it, and it's just long shot of him in a field, like the end of True Grit.
I hate to say it, that would actually be an excellent way to end the documentary. It's like all this buildup of he's like, I finally agreed to meet him. He's agreed to meet me. I'm finally going to talk to him. And it's just a guy in a black hood. And he goes, "Are you Steve Myers?" And the guy just nods. And he goes, "Can I take off your mask?" The guy goes, "Yeah." And he takes it off. It's just him. And they're just staring at each other. And the crane just pulls out the overhead shot, the drone shot. And then it just has the title card, American Pedophile, a film by Vito Gesualdi. Cut to black.
Nah, you can't call it pedophile, though. It's got to be something else.
What, American
child molester?
No, that's not good.
Gotta be right
American Predator. That's a good time. No, because then you think it's going to be about the Predator.
Call it Predator 4.
Yeah.
Colon, not like the others.
Can you imagine?
Predator 4. How are we going to get people?
How are we going to get people to see this pedophile movie? I've got it. Predator, and there's just a huge movie poster outside the movie theater. Predator 4. People are like, "Oh, awesome!" Like on the marquee.
Wow.
Ah, cool. They made another one. And they go in and they're like, "Something's weird about this. When's the Predator going to show up?" The whole time.
They're waiting. Take your bag off.
They're waiting the whole movie. Jub for 2. Shout out my pedo teacher, Mr. Blaylock. See, everybody had one. Strategy for 5. Did you know if you equip the Isom cap, Crow t-shirt, and Ripaverse heat absorbing shorts, you get a full armor Clockwise rotation damage bonus.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't know that.
For 5, more money to the biggest problem than the 1099 employees get for breast cancer. And King Stylo for 5 says, you mean Emperor Napoleon.
Napoleon?
Emperor Napoleon.
You mean
Emperor Napoleon? Is a most good brandy. It's the best brandy you'll ever have. That's a very good brandy. It goes a very good.
I thought you were going to bring in some Cavassier or something.
Well, what are you going to do? Let's see here. We got a couple more super chats. Pigeon for 5, breast cancer show ever. Tool Chest for 5 says fat. Parco Ronco Como for 5. No, the dragon is chasing a pearl of wisdom, which represents universal truth and knowledge. Chinese people would see this gift as bad and ugly.
Oh, the pearl is red? The pearl of wisdom is red? Is that right, Ricardo?
Okay.
He's chasing a red pearl of
I don't
wisdom?
know what the fuck's in his mouth. You don't know. The goose for 5. Richard, buy your dad a meat thermometer for the turkey next year.
Man, he already has so many Wi-Fi meat thermometers.
Why don't you get him a pizza oven?
He has one.
You're fucked. Aklovich for 2. Chinese people are bad and ugly. Booze is cool. You know what's funny is, you know that Jimmy O Yang comedian? The one from...
No.
He was on Silicon Valley.
Didn't see it.
He's an Asian comedian who used to do a podcast with Dr. Kevin until his career completely blew up and he left Dr. Kevin in the dust. But he has a... I was going through... I was trying to find the old episode of Too Many Asians at the Costco.
Yeah.
And it goes, from 1 month ago, Jimmy O Yang, why are there too many Asians at the Costco? And I went, oh, cocksucker stole my bit! God damn it! So Jimmy O Yang also agrees. Michael Fee for 5, my name's Vito, and the woman of my dreams is dressed like a pirate. Michael Winning for 2, Dalish only has eyes for Balder. Michael Fee for 2, Vito the Gilf Warrior. Royston S. Bailey for 2, Dick plus Vito equals Ron Jarrett. That's not good. I Come Buckets for 2, Tit Cancer Chick needs a steel toe style goal. Steel toe. You see Steel Toe's goal? When he does that show, it's like the amount of money he needs to not die. And he's got the whole audience. The whole time he's going to go, guys, we're almost at the goal. We're almost at the goal. To pay my rent, basically.
That guy's weird.
He's a weird guy. Michael Fee for 5. Did Eric July go after Riley in a vain attempt to combat?
I can't believe Nick could stay hard with him in the room and that like face that Aaron Imholt has.
My theory,
Nick Rekieta has. I don't know if he's mainlining Blue Chew, or how many he's eating at the same time. But if I saw that guy's face, I wouldn't be able to.
Here's my take on Rekieta: is he? How would I explain this?
Okay,
he's a man of God. Kind of.
Who's
right?
God? Him?
Maybe.
Well, that's all God people.
I think he was like, the good Christian thing for me and my family is to move to this small town full of snitching Nancys.
Yeah.
And he realized, oh, this sucks. I need people to hang out with.
Okay.
And the only person around is Aaron Imholt.
I agree with you.
I don't think there was anyone. He's like, no one else understands anything about internet culture. He's the only possible person I could talk to about this because there's no one around for miles.
Yeah.
And even though Aaron Imholt is probably a big, whatever. Yeah.
Her husband sucks, but whatever. We could just go hunt on my property.
It was like a friendship of convenience where it was just like, he's there. There's no one else around.
And then as soon as you get drugs involved with women.
Yeah.
And then you get Aaron Imholt's like fame / cum hunger.
Yeah.
And mix that in. Guaranteed orgy.
Is it?
Right?
He's been looking at cuck porn and it's like in his like history, Aaron Imholt.
He looks at cuck porn after he goes to Kiwi Farms.
He goes to Kiwi Farms to read Nick Rekieta's thread, and then he goes, looks at cuck porn.
Yeah. And then he takes an hour break for some reason.
It's pretty bad. I don't know how you live that down, man. That's
Is he even alive?
I don't know.
Like Imholt?
Anyway, I was gonna say, I hope after Nick Rekieta's fucking troubles are over, just move somewhere fun, man.
Yeah.
Go anywhere else.
Move somewhere where they don't have church.
Yeah.
Start there.
Yeah. Start your own church.
Yeah.
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 Why not? Well,
anywhere.
He's still his plea has not happened yet, though. It's got pushed back.
No, it happened. He accepted it, but they have to, like, it takes time to kick in or something.
But the details of what it is haven't been released?
They haven't come out.
Okay.
No. It's some kind of ban on...
But he's not going to jail.
Not going to jail.
Some sort of ban on what? Drinking liquor?
That's the sticking point. It's going to be drugs, yeah, because they're already illegal. But then, is liquor no or not? Is it going to be, like, years of liquor prohibition or not?
The government can just make you not drink?
Isn't that crazy?
That's retarded.
Like... It's a legal thing. What do you mean? I can't drink alcohol.
Like, can the government...
Because of cocaine? Why?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
I need the liquor now more than ever.
What if you get like a rum cake from the bakery? They're like, oh, you can't do that. What if you want to cook with cooking wine? Like,
yeah, it sucks.
What if you leave...
It's unreal.
What if you leave, like, juice in the fridge too long? You leave some grape juice in the fridge too long and it accidentally turns to wine.
He's making Pruno?
I was going to say, if I was Nick, it's like, well, I don't got to buy alcohol. I can just make some prison wine.
Well, they test them. They could test him at any point. That's the problem.
Yeah, they can just burst in and test if there's liquor in his system.
Yeah.
That's a tragedy.
It fucking sucks.
And then, but the other problem is, doesn't that mean he can't leave the county, right? Like, he can't move.
No, he can do whatever he wants, but he can't drink because they'll test him.
But if he moves to, like, California, who's going to test him? The California cops?
I don't know.
They'd, like, transfer his, like, casework or whatever?
Maybe. I don't know. Can they?
I was going to say, I think
if you just leave where you're...
I think if you're prosecuted by the state, I think, like, as part of the thing, it's like, well, we have to be able to test you so you can't leave.
No, they can't do that.
That's how I thought it worked, because otherwise everybody who gets, like, put in, like, you have to go to, like, drug treatment or whatever, or, like, you have to not do this, would just leave the state and go do it somewhere else.
Well, then you get a warrant, though.
To bring them back?
If you don't do treatment, you get a warrant.
Yeah.
Put on you. But he'd have to show up for testing at like a testing facility.
Yeah, but if they say, hey, you have to come to a testing facility to see if there's alcohol in the system, like,
well, he's going to have to jack off into his Ziploc
bag
bag and mail it to Aaron Imholt, who can taste the whatever spectrum. He can spectralize it with his mouth and see if he's been drinking within the last 6 years.
I just hope it works out. He shouldn't have been living in that little shitty town with his only friend being Aaron Imholt.
Yeah, I think, man, I never thought about that, but I think you're right.
Dude, absolutely. Why else would he be?
The only person
there's no one else around who
understands being online is this fucking
dude, we hung out with him in Philadelphia, and I think he was the happiest he ever was to hang out with a bunch of other internet guys, to hang out with, like, fucking Carl and whatever. And I'm like, dude, this is your element. Get out of fucking bumfuck nowhere. He should honestly move out here and just hang out with you. You guys would have a ton of fun.
Well, we would have.
Yeah, no more liquor. No more fun. Michael Fee for 5. Did Eric July go after Riley to try and combat the 1350 statistic? I don't know. LlamaCore.com for 5. I was going to send this $5 to Cam Horror, but decided to give it to my 2 favorite Cam guys instead. Is that gay?
Thank you.
Yes, it's gay.
Wait. Shit. Oh, no, never mind.
Okay.
Didn't do anything.
Michael Fee for 5. Merry Christmas, Dick and Vito. You two entertain me more than any movie, film, or song. Thanks for the laughs.
Thank you.
Christ be with you both.
Good taste. Thank you.
You do have excellent taste. We got a couple more here. Agnostic Uzumaki for 2. Vito, you must tickle him. Activation code McRib. Detective farted my ass for 5. I've heard of Hair of the Dog, but never asked of the Dragon. And Quarter Tress for 5. Vito on Hoarders is like when I found a copy of Isom in a crackdown.
All right, everybody, you know what time it is.
Let's do it.
What's the game where we smash all the toys? I'm a man who tweets about the boys. What's in the box? You know you want it. So get on the scaler, I smash it to shit. Vito's booty, Vito's booty, Vito's booty, Vito's booty. What's it gonna be?
So I was thinking about this the other day.
It's Christmas.
I knew you would say that.
Yeah.
I knew you would say that.
Uh-huh.
Because here's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I said the normal human thing to do
right.
would to say, it's Christmas.
Right.
Christmas is a time for giving gifts.
Yeah.
And I've been giving Vito garbage forever.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be a good way to celebrate the holiday spirit and the spirit of the show and friendship by finally giving Vito something good?
Yeah.
But then I thought, it's Dick Masterson.
Right. So I would do the opposite.
So the funniest thing to him would be to subvert expectations and punish me.
But then
I said, So here's what's gonna happen.
You're getting there.
I'm gonna get on the scale in the spirit of Christmas, and whatever's in the box is going to be bad. That is my prediction. Okay? And let's see what happens. Fucking asshole. I know you thought all this through too. I know you had that exact same thought.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. It could be anything.
It's gonna be good. Oh shit! Wait a minute, my fucking thing is logged out.
I can just read it.
I need to track it though. Oh. What does it say?
Hold on.
What the fuck, man? The fuck, VSync? You fucking cocks! Cocksucker!
Gotta do it again?
Yeah, what does it say?
Do you want me to do it on your thing? Or
Just stand on it. I can see it from here. Whoa! It's looking for my phone. I saw it, though. Now do it again. Now it logged me in. Fucking shit. Here he goes. Here he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Do you want to say what it was?
You say it.
Oh, my God.
It's your bit.
I forgot already.
It's
286.7.
Okay, we're below 290 again.
Wow. That's great.
Well, when Vito Loses ended, I was at 280, right?
Yeah, so you're almost back to where you were.
Here's what I'm going to say. A fat guy only gaining 6 pounds over the course of a year, I know that's not a huge win, but it's like definitely better than it could be, okay? Because there is a universe where I did absolutely nothing for a year and went right back to 310.
Yeah.
I know no one believes me.
There's a universe where you're at like 250 and Super Killer 3's out there.
That universe is way better than that one. I get it. There's a lot of universes. There's a universe where I didn't spike the Eric July bit because I was so confused last week, okay? A lot of mistakes happen. I will say this.
That could have been...
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
All right.
We're on a course correction.
Okay.
For life. Everything's coming up.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy. Whatever feuds might be out there, I'll say this.
Yeah.
I love you.
No. You got to learn this phrase. I don't care about those people.
I'm just saying, look.
Rock Tony said what? I don't care about
anyone
those people.
out there who thinks that I want to fight with you, whoever it is, anybody, in the new year, you know what? Life's too short. A lot's been going on. I get it. And this is not to anyone in specific. There's a lot of people I'm fighting with.
Okay.
I'm still fighting with Yellow Flash. Yellow Flash, fight me, you fucking pussy.
Yeah, that's a good one, though.
That's a good one. And I want to fight with that guy. And I just think we got a great show here. And I'm so glad to all of you. And let's see what...
Well, here's what I got you. This is Vito's Tootie.
If it's Mother's Milk.
It's not Mother's Milk.
I'm
I think
opening
you're going to be surprised that
it's Danny Trejo. And a bunch of... You've added coins to the box.
Who sent those coins in? See, I thought I went through the same process you went through.
Yeah.
That it's going to be... That you're going to think I put something good in and that I would do the opposite, but then that I would put something crappy in and that you would say, I knew it was crappy.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give you... the satisfaction of being right, which I think is really... I
can't even smash it right.
No. You took it out of the box. It's stupid. I wanted to give you the satisfaction of being right for Christmas. That was my plan.
Great.
So you're welcome.
I was right, and I guess that's the biggest present of all.
Being right. You know?
Yeah, that's great.
It.
I'm so happy
that
you're
going to weigh yourself. I knew you would weigh yourself. Because you couldn't avoid the chance that it was a Christmas thing, but that you would couch it in the saying that it's crappy.
Oh, you saw all of that.
I knew that was going to happen. So I wanted you to be right.
I just want to be very clear that for Christmas, you get a magic crystal dragon.
Liquor, an addiction that I have.
Full of liquor.
I'm addicted to liquor, yeah.
And I get a Danny Trejo Funko Pop that was sent to you by someone else.
It's cool. You got the auto blow, too.
Great. I get to jerk off.
Yeah, Yeah, you're not going to buy one of those for yourself.
Incredible. I've never jerked off before in my life.
It has an app. It has AI.
I will use the auto blow. Merry Christmas, everybody. Vote on all the problems at biggestproblem.show. Thanks to all our supporters throughout the new year. And we love you, all you crazy cats out there.
Yeah, have a good year.
Good new year. Happy New Year. Be with your family.
All right, goodbye, everyone.